Price.
On the sideline where heroes stay. Fight Red Devil football, a force to be reckoned in our hearts and souls. Forever beckoned with Fun 92.7. Our story's been told, 15 years strong. As champions unfold.
The following is a copyrighted feature of the Fun Media Group in conjunction with the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
We are the radio home of the 7-time state champion Fife Red Devils. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now from the FTC Farmers Telecommunication Cooperative Broadcast Booth. It's the Red Devil Preview on Fun 92.7. Brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Paul Benefield Stadium for tonight's 2025 regular season home finale for the Fife Red Devils as they entertain the Whitesburg Christian Warriors out of Huntsville, Alabama. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears and Bryce Tutherow, our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter. This is the Red Devil Radio Preview Show brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. You might have noticed we're a little short-handed. That's all right. Jeremy is not going to be with us this evening. He has come down with a bit of a bug, and, of course, we want him to be rested and well, as we still have two more crucial games after this week, but nevertheless, one crucial tonight as well. Do not want to forget about it, not only being senior night, which we will have the senior night recognition festivities coming up on the camera of the Red Devil Radio Show Facebook and YouTube channels. But, Greg, it's also a huge region matchup with a team in Whitesburg Christian that for a number of years we've been talking about how they've been sniffing the playoffs. At this point, if the season stopped today, they're in with a big win over Holly Pond.
Yeah, they are. That may be the deciding factor. You know, I think it was a couple years ago where they just missed out on it, and their destiny now, honestly, is in their hands. If they can pull off, I think, honestly, it's just one of these last three games for them, isn't it? They can submit their way into the playoffs, which is a 6-year-old program, man. That's fantastic.
And you also consider the fact of the road that they have left. Holly Pond defeated Asbury last night on Thursday night, so that kind of allows them to kind of sit back and watch what happens tonight. And as you and I, Bryce, expect Fife to win this game, that puts Holly Pond square in the thick of it again. Tiebreakers be darned in that case. However, when you take a look at the road ahead for Whitesburg Christian, they still have one tough region game left. That's the Geraldine Bulldogs on the docket. But they also have Asbury left as to where Holly Pond has to face two opponents from last year's playoff contenders.
Yeah, that makes a big difference there with such a high-call team for Holly Pond, two of them back-to-back. And then, you know, we got Whitesburg here that's going against Asbury and Geraldine, which are going to be two decent games there, especially Geraldine. And like I said at the beginning, I think before the season even started, I said I think Whitesburg will be able to make it to the playoffs this year. They've been improving every year. And you were like, you sure? And I was like, yes, I do. I was like, I really think they will. And here they are, hopefully going to prove what I said at the beginning.
They've been on the verge, as we said, for the last few seasons. Essentially, ever since that first season ended, all of a sudden you begin to have to talk about Whitesburg Christian possibly in a fourth slot in the last couple of years. You're potentially saying they could be a three slot. On the other side of the coin, though, the Fife Red Devils, they have kept their hopes and dreams alive at a region championship being set up in 2 weeks. However, Greg, that's a lot of looking ahead still to do, in spite of only it being 14 days away. There's still two more region games tonight and next week with Holly Pond before you get to that point. And we cannot allow Fife to overlook a Whitesburg team that's going to throw the ball.
No, there's been many bigger upsets than it would be tonight. You know, everybody expects Fife to win, but the only team out there that doesn't is going to be Whitesburg, and they're going to do their best to make sure that doesn't happen.
Of course, the big news for Fife, we'll get this out of the way early. Weston Evans is, for all intents and purposes, as we understand it, done for the year. Bryce, season-ending injuries almost becoming a trend here at Fife here in the last few years. The good news for Weston, he does have another year left, his senior year.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing he ain't a senior because that would be awful, senior year, and you're just done. Just like that, it's over. So at least he's got a couple years ahead, but he was a big player for Fife here, and that's going to be a tough spot to fill for somebody to hop in there.
One of the top tacklers for the Fife Red Devils at that, gets lots of recognition from Coach Benefield week in and week out. That text message exchange that he and I have, a lot of times he's wanting to name either Weston or Ryder Gibson as the defensive MVPs, but he's also trying to spread the love and find others who played well, which is good. But the fact that Weston gets his attention week in and week out. By the way, Greg, that we weren't aware of it at the moment, but that injury came with about 6 or 7 minutes left in last week's game. Let's talk about how crucial that is for a moment for Fife. Coach Benefield will give us a little bit more detail a little bit later on it. But they're going to have to shift some folks on the offensive line. Noah Gwynn is going to move to right tackle now, and Hill will move, Ethan Hill, that is, will move to center. And Asher Godwin also is going to have a role here this evening, starting, I believe, at the left guard position instead for Cannon Ott, just to try to vary some things up here and try something.
Yeah, I mean, injuries, no matter how big the school is, can matter. But when you start talking about these 2 and 3A schools, depth is a big key. Most players are going both ways. So, again, when you do have a season-ending injury, it's kind of like you've got 2 injuries a lot of times. And it's like that with Fife with this injury.
Yeah, indeed it is. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to check our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard. Rainsville Glass, they are more than just an auto glass repair shop. That comes your way next. We'll also hear from Whitesburg Christian head football coach Jerry Adcock, as well as Fife head football coach Paul Benefield a little bit later on in the program. And we will have our senior night recognition for you live on the Red Devil Radio Show Facebook and YouTube channels. Stay with us as we continue with the Red Devil Radio preview show, brought to you by the town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle, right after this.
The town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fife Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
50 words to describe 50 Taters. Delicious, tasty, mouth-watering food heaven. Well, there are many more words, but to experience comfort food in a casual dining atmosphere, stop in at 50 Taters. From loaded taters that are legendary in North Alabama to sizzling steaks, tantalizing barbecue plates, burgers, and simply irresistible salads, the choices are endless. Fill up before the big game at 50 Taters in Rainsville at 770 East Main Street. Open Wednesday through Saturday 11 to 8 and Sundays 11 till 2:30. 50 Taters. It's taterific.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fife and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
Need a car but have no credit, bad credit, or no down payment? No problem at Ace Auto Sales. Hi, I'm Ace.
Hi, this is Maverick with Maverick Towing.
And we understand life happens. That's why we offer hassle-free financing, a layaway program, and fast approvals to get you on the road in about 30 minutes. Every car now comes with a warranty for added peace of mind. We're family-owned, conveniently located on Highway 75 in Fife, proudly serving our community for over a decade. Browse our inventory today at aceautosales.online.com.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, Caltrains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Welcome back as we continue high atop Paul Benefield Stadium with the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. I'm Adam Ward alongside our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter, Bryce Tuthrow. It's time to take a look at our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard. Rainsville Glass, more than just auto repairing of glass. And Bryce, 7 total high school football games in action last night, and a few of them pretty bad blowouts. One or two of them was halfway decent good games.
Yes, it started out with Holly Pond beating Asbury 42-0, and May Jemison beating Decatur 12-7. Florence over Grimson 43-0, and then we got Hazel Green beating Lee 48-15. Then we got Madison Academy beating Westminster Christian 27-0. Madison Academy beating New Hope 33-10. Then we got Tanner beating Decatur Heritage 46-29. And then for Friday night's games, we've got Boaz at Brewer, Bob Jones at Austin, Brindley Mountain at Geraldine, Coleman at Columbia, Danville at West Morgan, Douglas at Sardis, East Lawrence at Central Florence, East Limestone at West Point, Fairview at Priceville, Falkville at Susanmore, Fort Payne at Gadsden City, Gurnersville at Scottsboro, Hartselle at Athens, Huntsville at Albertville, Ider at West End, North Jackson at Plainview, North Sand Mountain at Section, Piedmont at J.B. Pennington, Pisgah at Cedar Bluff, Southside at Buckhorn, Sparkman at James Clemens, St. Paul John II at DAR, Sylvania at Collinsville, Valley Head at Woodville, and then Whitesburg at Fife.
And, of course, tonight we'll keep up with all of those games on the Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard. When we return, we'll start breaking down the Warriors of Whitesburg Christian. We will hear from their head football coach of the Warriors, Coach Jerry Adcock, a North Alabama, and really, in my opinion, an all-state of Alabama type of coach who maybe doesn't get all the recognition that he truly deserves. He's talking with Coach Benefield right now around the 47-yard line. That man he's talking to, and Coach Benefield would totally agree with everything I just said. They're good friends. They've known each other for a really long time. As they chat, you'll catch a chat that Michael St. John had with Coach Adcock on the other side of this break. We'll be back with more Red Devil Radio Preview Show right after this on the Fun Media Group family of stations.
The Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fife Red Devils. The Mayor and Town Council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas, and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection, score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
You need a place to save, just start now. Get a loan for that first house. Caught in the storms of life or just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil preview, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Class 3A Region 8 tonight. Fife High School, the site of the matchup between the Whitesburg Christian Warriors and the homesteading Fife Red Devils. On senior night, we will recognize it's 18 or 19 total seniors between the band, the cheerleaders, and the football team. The football team has the least amount of them all. They've got 5 total seniors, the smallest of classes that Coach Benefield has had in some time in his 2026 senior class here as we welcome you back to Paul Benefield Stadium. Let's jump, Bryce, right into Whitesburg Christian's side of this game tonight. Coach Jerry Adcock, his second season at Whitesburg Christian, where he's 7-9 as a head coach here. However, he's in his 29th season overall. All of those other years, minus 2, have been spent at the Decatur Red Raiders football program. He's 194 and 129. He's just 6 wins shy of getting to the 200 club. I don't know that he will get to that this season. If he chooses to go one more season after this, he most certainly will, because he is that type of coach. Only the 3rd coach ever also in Whitesburg history, but again, this is only their 6th season of football.
Yeah, I was about to say, 3rd coach in 6 years. That's still players having to get a new coach minimum of every 2 years, which is just, it could take a toll on the kids. But it seems like Jerry Adcock, he's been doing a great job. Program's only 6 years, and they can make it to playoffs this year. That's a heck of a feat in itself right there.
Well, again, this is a program that has been the last couple of seasons especially on the rise. You look at them and you're going, there is no reason why this team should not be playoff bound, especially with the talent that they do have. They did graduate an all-state kicker last season in David Willard, and I had one of my more memorable calls with him and having fun with him when we watched him warm up a couple of 3 seasons ago when we played at Whitesburg Christian. But this is a program that, while they're in their infancy stages here still, they're not playing much like infants anymore, Greg. In fact, they put up 24.8 points per game. They do surrender 17.3 points per game. However, that is a little over a full point better defensively than what Fife has done this season.
Yeah, again, they're playing well on both sides of the ball right now. So, again, like Bryce was talking earlier, you look at how this program has grown. Even since I've been here and we started playing them, it's really amazing how well they've done.
It is, one of those things, Bryce, where you look at them and you say, man, and we kind of keep harping on this, they're on the verge, they're on the verge, they're on the verge, they're on the verge. I think this year could be, you mentioned it earlier, the year where the verge is no longer an obstacle. They're right there, ready to take the jump. They've already got 1 foot off that side of the cliff, ready to take the leap into the playoffs. They currently sit in 4th place in the region. Technically, it's a tie for 3rd when you take a look at everything. However, they do hold the tiebreaker over Holly Pond as of this moment coming into tonight. The slot, though, is still up for grabs, as Whitesburg did lose to Sylvania. That's Sylvania's only win of the year, while Holly Pond beat Sylvania early in the season. And now, again, all of this is assuming that Fife Holds Chalk wins the game tonight, as they are the favorite by nearly 3 touchdowns. But this isn't exactly a Whitesburg Christian team to overlook. They do things a little bit more the way that Pisgah and Collins will like to do it, try to spread you out and thin you out defensively.
Yeah, they're just a passing team, I feel like, in general. I feel like whenever you watch film or something on them or watch them play on Friday nights, it's mostly passing. They get that spread going out there, at least 4 guys will play almost, and then just try to throw it over your head. And then once you start backing up, they're like, all right, we'll run the ball. And I'd say it's working for them. They're about to hopefully get in the playoffs, so.
Well, I had the opportunity to send Michael St. John. I had a little bit of commitment issues this week. Thank God my wife still said yes. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just kidding. Our Coaches Chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. Finds Michael St. John on the campus of Whitesburg Christian to chat with head football coach of the Warriors, Coach Jerry Adcock, to get his thoughts about tonight's game.
Tell us a little bit about your football team this year. Well, we are a sophomore freshman dominated football team. We got 4 seniors, and we have 4 seniors. We got 2 juniors, and then we've got a 3rd junior that's not eligible to play because he transferred from public school, so he has to sit out this year, and he practices every day. And but we're heavy with the younger kids, and our 9th and 10th graders, they came through middle school. They had successful seasons, and they of the 22 starting positions. Now you got to remember, a lot of these kids are starting both sides of the ball. 17 of them are 9th and 10th graders, and so that's exciting to see. How those kids have opportunity to develop and grow and get better. But we're young. As we tell everybody, we're puppy dog young. I mean, we're like a bunch of puppies out there, and it's we've got great numbers in our lower grades. Our 8th grade's kind of thin, number-wise, kind of like our junior in class is. It's a little bit thin. But our 7th grade, we got 25, 26 kids from the 7th grade in our middle school program. And they're only going to get better. Right now, they're having to play some of the scheduled games. They're playing against 9th graders. And so they're only going to get better. And we're excited about how all that's developing. But excited about our team. We're 3-3. We've lost 3 to quality opponents. We lost to Cleveland opening game. We lost to Collinsville in a 24-21 game, and we were in great shape in that game and gave up a 4th and 8, and then we lost We lost to Sylvania 35-14. But the rest of the time we played well, scored points, played well on defense.
Coach, I got to ask you, any of the players that will stick out tonight as we call the game?
Well, I'll start offensively. Our quarterback is a freshman, Greer Lovell. He's had a very good year. And like I said, he's a freshman. He's quarterback starting safety, free safety. So he only comes off the field on kickoffs and punts and punt return. That's the only time he comes off the field. And he's had a heck of a job, offensively and defensively. Henry Nwayhead is another freshman who plays corner and flanker, and he comes off the field on extra point field goal. That's the only time.
Wow.
And he's got a lot of tackles, a lot of pass breakups, some interceptions. He's our second leading receivers. Graham Williams, he's a sophomore. And he's about 6'1", about 170. Started for us last year at corner and played receiver a lot, but he's our leading receiver. Caught a lot of balls this year. I can't remember how many, but he's about 500 yards receptions right now. And he's had a good year already. Those kind of guys stand out kind of in the receiving core and the quarterback, and then a running back, Aiden Cook. He's a sophomore. He missed a couple of games, and he was back last week and had a pretty good night. Offensive line-wise, we're starting, 2 freshmen, and we're starting 2 sophomores and 1 senior. But one of our sophomores got hurt. But our center is Johnny Taylor, and he's a 2-year starter. I mean, he's a sophomore. He kind of runs the show up there. And then I'd have to say that Blake Holland has done a tremendous job as a freshman at right tackle. We're not big. We're not big at all. I mean, I think our biggest kid might hit 200, and there'd be one of those up there. On defense, we've got a defensive tackle, Parker Miller. He's a senior. He's 170 pounds. He continues to make big plays. He's not a big kid, not extremely strong, but he's got a lot of football savvy, plays hard, plays really well for us. Hayes Taylor has done a good job at strong safety. I mentioned the secondary guys a while ago. Our linebacker core, we got a little small Mike linebacker, Harry Field. He's about 145, 150 pounds, and we had to move him from safety down to linebacker because we had a couple of linebacker needs, and the kids just got a lot of football sense. So that's just a handful of them right there. That have really contributed as far as leading us in tackles, leading us in pass reception, and rushing. So those are some good ones to look at.
Coach, it sounds like a good nucleus there, and, of course, a young nucleus to build on. But, of course, tonight you go up against the old man and the guy that is I know you guys are friends. I mean, two Hall of Fame coaches here in Alabama facing off tonight, and you'll hear it right here on Fun 92.7 FM with Coach Paul Benefield and the Fife Red Devils and Coach Jerry Adcock and the Whitesburg Christian Warriors. What do you see with this Fife team? It's just good old Fife, I think.
It is, all you do is change the numbers on the jersey. I mean, you look at them, I get tickled watching them because I go back to coaching against Vestavia Hills and Buddy Anderson. And, when you coach against guys like Buddy and coach against guys like Paul, who I think the world, both of them are good friends of mine. And it's what's funny, Coach Benefield, is years ago at Decatur, we used to do a quarterback receiver camp. And we'd do it in the summertime. We would advertise it all over North Alabama. He would bring about 20, 25 of his kids over here. And they would come over, and I said, "Hey, you want to work it?" He said, "No, I want to just sit back and enjoy it and just sit back and watch." And he said, "They don't ever get the ball thrown to them. Y'all gonna throw the ball? They'll be excited. They'll be out here all day." And those guys, we'd go a day and a half, and those guys would just be lights out. We developed such a good relationship with those kids, and they would come over every summer. And our kids and coaches just really enjoyed them. And Seth, his son, one of his sons who's now coaching with him, started coming. I think he was the 5th or 6th grade. And he said, "Hey, do you mind if he comes?" I said, "Well, normally we just let 7th graders start. That's the first year, but come on." Well, heck, he was at our camp for 7 years, I think. And so so when we coach against him, me and him get together, we visit all the time. But
that is the head football coach of the Whitesburg Christian Warriors, Coach Jerry Adcock, admonishing and giving all the flowers and roses he can to Coach Benefield and, of course, the family on that front. When we come back, we'll jump right into the Fife side of things, give you a couple of statistics here from head football coach Paul Benefield as well before we get into our senior night festivities. Stay with us as we continue the Red Devil Radio preview show right after this on Fun Radio.
The town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fife Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the Ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fife, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
Looking for a career that pays? Northeast Alabama Community College has the training you need with their brand new Workforce Development Skills Training Center and 15 career tech programs, including welding, industrial electronics, and machine tool technology. You'll get the hands-on skills to land a great job fast. Day, night, and online classes fit your schedule, and certificate programs help you start earning sooner. Learn more and begin your future at nacc.edu.
The right logo makes you memorable, the right website makes you credible, and the right marketing makes you profitable. Let Navexa Marketing and Design help bring your vision to life. From stunning website design and eye-catching logos to powerful social media marketing and custom graphic design, we help your business stand out. Call us at 256-440-1145 or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And visit us online at navexamarketing.com. Navexa Marketing and Design, driven by data, defined by design.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2. Now back to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle.
Hey, welcome back as we continue from the Red Devil Radio Show Preview Show, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. We will also have a tribute coming up after our senior night salute, by the way, for Juan Martin, who tragically passed away earlier this year, and they are going to honor him right after our senior salute time and give the honor of presenting a couple of things to Juan's family and, of course, to Coach Paul Benefield. Bryce, quickly, let's take a look at some things for Fife, and we'll hear from Coach Benefield. Ryder Gibson, of course, the leading rusher, only 75 carries, and he's over 1,000 yards. He's at nearly 1,100 with 18 touchdowns on the year. I think one of the crazier things to me, though, is that 14.4 average yards per carry.
Yeah, I got to say, even 5 yards average a carry, that's still, really, really good. That's just amazing. Then he has 1,000 yards for only 75 carries. That's impressive. That's insanely impressive. And I'd like to add, there's about 8 other running backs on here with more than a 10-yard average carry, which is that's impressive. That's a heck of a feat.
Maddox Doss is the second leading rusher when it comes to total yardage on 26 carries, 280 yards, and 5 touchdowns on the ground. He's at 10.8 yards per carry. Of course, Greg, Coach Benefield starting to utilize him a lot more in the run game, especially last week.
Yeah, it was something that you kind of missed in the Fife offense over the last couple of years. Something that they really relied heavily on, in the past times and had gotten away from a little bit. And now they're right back where they used to be, and Mac's doing an excellent job at it.
Indeed, he is. All right, we are going to throw it now to the head football coach of the Fife Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield, and hear his thoughts on this matchup tonight.
Look at that Sylvania win last week. I know that it was a bit of a challenge for you guys after having not played for 2 weeks, and then, of course, a couple of weaker opponents before that. But your starters had to go for the majority of the ball game. I know that seems to be a crucial thing, especially getting later into the season. How big does that play for you, knowing what matchups lie down the road?
Yeah, that helped us to have to play a physical game like that for 4 quarters, and Sylvania kept fighting and battling back, and we knew that it wasn't going to be a situation where we could substitute freely because, they could score in one play when we do that. So, and they did anyway against our starters once. So it was good for us, other than the fact that, we got a good kid hurt, and Weston Evans hurt his elbow, but we don't know exactly what's going to happen there. But that'll hurt us.
Coach, as you mentioned, Weston going down there, that forces you to shuffle some things, both on the offensive and the defensive side of the ball a bit, as Weston especially was a monster for you on the defensive side. What kind of game plan can we expect moving forward, at least for this week, in terms of how you're shuffling things up to kind of brace that, if you will?
Well, Noah Gwyn's been playing center, and we're going to try to move him there and put Ethan Hill at center, and he's played some center too, and just see how that goes. And we've worked some other kids in those spots, and we have anyway. We always try to keep somebody and expect things like this to happen. So we'll get it worked out maybe.
Coach, I almost hate to say it, but it seems like the last few years you've had more than enough experience in having to keep kids' heads up, especially when somebody who's a major impact type of player for you goes down. We're dealing with young men here. How do you have to say anything to them, or are they conditioned to just, hey, next man up?
I think they are conditioned to do that, or either don't know that he's hurt one. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. Some of ours, I don't know if they realize that he's not going to be playing this week, but they should look at it as an opportunity to show what they got. But, hopefully they'll step up there and everybody play a little harder, and we'll see what happens.
Coach Whitesburg comes in this week, and this is a ball team that you and I were talking a bit off, Mike. They moved the ball between the 30s last year pretty well on you, and of course, a bit of a different team this year on both sides of the ball for not only Whitesburg but for you as well. When you turn on the tape, Coach Adcock's across the way. What does the Whitesburg Christian Warriors bring to the table?
Well, they look, like they're really getting after it and playing hard, and they're young overall. Coach Adcock, I know me and him's talked, he really thinks his young guys are playing better, and they seem to be to me when you turn the film on. So, we got to be ready to play and defend what they do, and they'll balance it up some. But, just block and tackle, take care of the ball, and try to limit their big plays is all we can do.
Coach, as you mentioned, they will look for some of those bigger plays down the field because they try to spread you out and make you thin across the defense, all across the field. Especially this week, anything new working with the secondary to try to prepare for that? It's not something that you see every week.
We saw it pretty much. It's about what Pisgah and Collins will both do, and it's been a couple of weeks since we have, but no, we haven't got a lot of different things you can do back there. Or we don't have a lot of different people we can use, so we are what we are.
Coach, finally, it is senior night, and I always this week try to give you an opportunity to make a comment or two and mention your seniors. You've got 5 of them this year, a little bit softer of a class, if you will, as far as numbers are concerned. But you've got 5 young men who have poured their heart and soul into it, and they get one more home game for the regular season. So what might you think about this 2025-2026 class?
That's right. Anytime they stick it out here, they're to be commended and to be respected, and I do have a lot of respect for those 5 guys. They're not the greatest of talent probably in the world, but they've stuck it out, and there's something to be said about that. And I hope they play really well Friday night, and we look forward to honoring them and hope they do great.
Thank you as always for your time, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That is Coach Paul Benefield of the Fife Red Devils. My conversation with him earlier in the week, presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. As if you are watching on our Facebook or YouTube channels, we have turned the camera around to the field from the broadcast booth cam, and we have turned it now to the field to prepare for our senior night recognition. We will also, once I mentioned a moment ago, have a recognition following the senior night recognition and a time of honor and reflection on 2011 Fife graduate Juan Martin. As we await the senior night festivities, we'll keep it right here. Greg, one thing I wanted to take a look at, I took some time this week, went back and double-checked all of my work. I usually tally this stuff up during the game, 3rd down, 4th downs, and turnovers, and specifically looking at 3rd downs on offense and defense. This has been a ball game or a football team this season. Fife defensively, pretty darn good on 3rd down, 24 of 66 for 36%.
Yeah, they really have been, and that's something you expected. I know it wasn't too good in that first game, but after that, that's some pretty good totals right there if you can convert.
They're starting early, so let me get over to the senior night salutes here.
High school with the pride on the field, on the sidelines, and in the stands. They have shown an outstanding commitment, leadership, and school spirit throughout their years here, and we are proud to recognize their contributions to our program and our community. At this time, we invite you to join us in celebrating our seniors and their families. Jessica Hope Cagle is the daughter of Trina and Jason Cagle. She has been a cheerleader for 3 years.
Give them just a minute, they're still getting that.
Oh.
Okay, she's lined up now. All right, now you second one.
Rainey Comfort is the daughter of Haley and Amy Johnson. She has been in the band for 8 years. Aiden Dyer is the son of Tiffany Baird and Daniel Dyer. He has been in the band for 8 years. Lexi Gant is the daughter of Brandy Pack and Jeremy Gant. She has been a cheerleader for 4 years. Hadley Reese Jeffrion is the daughter of Amy Jeffrion and the sister of Brittany Jones. She has been a cheerleader for 2 years. Noah Gwynn is the son of Lori and Jeremy Gwynn. He has played football for 6 years. Lincoln Harris is the son of Corey and Michael Evett and Jacob and Michelle Harris. He has been in the band for 3 years. Connor Hutcherson is the son of Amy and Russell Hutcherson. He has played football for 6 years. Annabeth Jones is the daughter of Sherry Stiefel. She has been a cheerleader for 5 years. Jovi Jones is the daughter of Kim Jones. She has been a cheerleader for 6 years. Parker Kennard is the son of Nicole and Trent Kennard. He has played football for 6 years. Alicia Maddox is the daughter of Nicole and Jay Maddox. She has been in the band for 8 years. Connor McHugh is the son of Nicole and Matthew McHugh. He has been in the band for 8 years. Draven Posey is the son of Peggy Posey and Brian Centers. He has played football for 6 years. Ryder Smith is the son of Erica and Heath Smith. He has played football for 5 years. Brian Valencia is the son of Christina Zapata and Andres Valencia. He has been in the band for 8 years. Carla Valencia is the daughter of Celine Juarez and Miguel Valencia. She has been in the band for 8 years. Jagger Warren is the son of Tanisha and Kenny Barnett, Brian Warren, and Amber Mathewson. He has been in the band for 1 year. Wrigley Wooten is the daughter of Brandy and Kevin Wooten. She has been a cheerleader for 6 years. Marty Wyatt is the son of LaShawna Raines and Ryan and Leslie Wyatt. He has been in the band for 8 years. Everyone give all of our seniors a round of applause. Thank you.
That, once again, is our senior night recognition here at Paul Benefield Stadium, recognizing about 19 seniors between the band, cheer, and football teams. And coming up in just a moment, we will have a moment to honor former Fife graduate 2011 Red Devil Juan Martin, and we will carry that live as well. But, Greg, as we kind of transition a moment, let's get back to that conversation we were having about the numbers here. 24 of 66 on defense for Fife on third down. They haven't faced many third downs on the offensive side of the ball. I think that might be the most impressive thing of at least this side of the stats. Only 23 total third downs faced on the season. They've converted 10 of them, just a little bit under 50%.
Yeah, and again, with the way they run the ball, you don't expect to have a lot of them. I'd love to see what some of the past seasons were, because I bet they were just as low as this or not. But, yeah, you only face 23 third down situations in the first place. That's unbelievable.
What stands out to you about that whole list, though, as a whole, whether it's third down, fourth down, turnovers? What stands out to you?
Oh, the turnovers. One turnover all year. That's what stands out to me. That's winning football when you do that.
They forced 10, Bryce, 6 fumbles, 4 interceptions on the season. To Greg's point, I think one of the things that's a little more staggering to me is the fact that Fife has only faced 6 fourth downs all season long, and 3 games they haven't even faced one.
Yeah, I mean, especially the turnovers there. I mean, giving the ball up, that could cost you the game easily. And then Fife over there getting, 10 in total on defense? That's game changer. 10. I mean, we haven't even played 10 games this year.
Yeah.
So.
And let me rephrase that. Fourth down conversion attempts. They've faced a few more fourth downs, but they have not gone for it on fourth down, which does obviously not constitute as a conversion attempt. So we're talking about fourth down conversion attempts. Let's go back down to the field and our public address announcer, Principal Jesse Martin, for an honor to take a look and honor the life of Juan Martin.
We would like to take this time to honor the life of Juan Martin. Juan's memory is a treasure to us all. Mr. and Miss Martin, the parents of a wonderful son who left a positive impact on so many lives. His kindness, joy, and inspiration is a testament to your love. Life may have taken him from us, but love will always keep his memory alive. Today, it is with Fife High School and our community's profound honor to present Mr. and Miss Martin with this memorial plaque, a tangible symbol of our enduring love and remembrance of Juan. Juan Martin, a 2012 Fife High School graduate. In honor of Juan, we present this memorial plaque to the field house of Fife High School that Juan loved so much. This plaque is to serve as a constant reminder of Juan's presence, dedication, and legacy. We'll always remember the smiles and, most importantly, the times we shared together as a team. Your presence here will always be remembered. Juan's friends, classmates, and teammates now will present this plaque with gratitude and love.
So that is in honor of 2012 graduate Juan Martin. I had that wrong earlier. I said 2011, but in honor of 2012 graduate Juan Martin, we appreciate his family and all that Juan has meant, he and his family, to this program. And tragically losing Juan earlier this year was just something devastating. I know to the Fife community and Coach Benefield presenting this plaque as well to the family, Greg. I know that means a lot more to that family as well to have Juan's coach do that. As Juan wore number 50, they've got 50, the number 50 out there in the gold balloons. But that was a huge honor for Coach Benefield, I know, and more importantly, that family.
Yeah, I mean, obviously nothing makes the hurt go away, but knowing how well-loved and how respected your son was here by everybody and by Coach Benefield, it's got to make him feel a little warm inside.
Yeah. They're going to let some balloons go in a moment after another picture opportunity or two. They will let some balloons go in honor of Juan. And there go the balloons. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will get into our Froggy Freeze pregame chill. I got to make a run down to the sideline with you, Bryce. We'll be back with more right after this on the Fun Media Group Sports Network.
You've been listening to the Red Devil Preview, brought to you by the Town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Coming up next, the Froggy Freeze pregame chill and the opening kickoff on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 HD2.
The town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle are proud supporters of the Fife Red Devils. The mayor and town council would like to remind fans that we all play a role in the education of our students. As parents, fans, and members of this community, we set the example whether you're aware of it or not. Real Red Devil fans practice good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the town of Fife and Mayor Paul Cagle. Go Big Red.
When it's time to celebrate that special person or team, call the professionals at North Alabama Trophies. Deborah Crawford and her staff offer a wide variety of plaques and trophies in different sizes and designs. And don't forget, North Alabama Trophies is more than just plaques and trophies. Designing magnets, sports uniforms, t-shirts, custom sweatshirts, and children's clothing, and offers embroidery for hats, shirts, and more. 759 Main Street East in Rainsville. Call 256-638-8572. North Alabama Trophies.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer relaxation and therapeutic services as well as our Medi-Spa services. We offer massages, skincare, wellness soaks, a nutrition program, and weight loss. We customize and personalize your wellness journey. So call us today at Pennies from Heaven Spa, where you come to get away at 256-638-9772 or 256-638-9SPA.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank, PIBonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 466340. Go Red Devils!
Petals Flower Shop is proud to support Big Red and is owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. Jennifer takes the time to understand her clients' needs, making every interaction personal and thoughtful. Petals Flower Shop offers a wide selection of beautiful, fresh, and soaked flowers. Daily deliveries available for funerals, weddings, or any special occasion. Call 256-623-2763. Like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook or stop by their new location at 2236 Main Street, Shiloh in Rainsville, right beside W.T. Wilson Funeral Home. Petals Flower Shop, thoughtfully arranged, beautifully delivered.
A cracked windshield isn't just a distraction, it's a hazard. That's why Rainsville Glass, LLC, owned by Josh and Randa Brandon, is here to give you peace of mind. Rainsville Glass handles more than just auto glass. They also offer residential, business, and commercial glass services. From repairing power windows to replacing a cracked window at home to upgrading storefront glass, they do it all with quality you can trust. Call today for a quote at 256-638-7888 or stop by 3204 Main Street East. Rainsville Glass, LLC. Clear solutions for your car, home, or business.
Fife Red Devil football is on the air. On the air. We are the radio home of the 7-time state champion Fife Red Devils. Fun 92.7 HD2. Fife Red Devil football. Brought to you by
Collins Constructors, the Clarkson Pennington Law Firm, Watkins Heating and Cooling, the W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Voice of DeKalb, the Town of Fife, and Mayor Paul Cagle. Southern Ceramic Solutions, First State Bank, Navexa Marketing and Design, 50 Taters, ABC Accounting Services, CCM Garage Doors, Congressman Robert Adderholt, Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative, Sonic Drive-In, Fife Pharmacy, Alliant Label, JC Metal Roofing, Liberty Bank, South State Realty, Ace Auto Sales, Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, Applebee's Restaurant in Fort Payne, Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice, Morning Glory Meadows Assisted Living, The Diet Consultants, Northeast Alabama Community College, Pennies from Heaven Spa, Rainsville Auto Glass, North Alabama Trophies Rainsville, People's Independent Bank, and by Petals Flower Shop.
Fife Red Devil football. Online at fun927.com, on the Red Devil Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels, and on air on Fun 92.7 HD2. Now from the FTC, Farmers Telecommunication Cooperative Broadcast Booth, this is the pregame chill presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. Chill out with a hometown legend.
A bit of an extended edition of our pregame chill here this evening, presented by Froggy Free Shaved Ice. Welcome back to Paul Benefield Stadium, everyone. Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears and our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter Bryce Tuthrow. We are a man down this week. Jeremy Johnson unable to be with us as he has fallen ill this week, but we do expect him to return next week. That's what happens when you take a trip out to illustrious Las Vegas. You end up catching some, Western Coast bug and bringing it back, and we don't want it.
Yeah.
I told him stay home.
Yeah, whatever that saying is about what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas is not always true.
Yeah. He brought it back to Alabama with him. He can keep it in his own home as we continue with the Froggy Freeze pregame chill. Coming up in just a few moments, we're going to have the national anthem by the Fife Red Devil Marching Band, and invocation as well, a prayer to the Lord God above. But before we get into all of that, Bryce Tuthrow, you have got a look at our weather forecast on this evening. A beautiful field in which I look forward to joining you on here shortly.
Yes, it's beautiful down here. I mean, no dew on the field or none. It's a cool game tonight. It's about 60 degrees tonight with a slight breeze, and it looks pretty clear tonight in the skies, so I think it'll be a heck of a game.
I think we're going to have wonderful weather throughout the course of the weekend as well, according to our friends over at the Way 31 Storm Tracker Weather Center. If you're watching the booth cam, I do apologize. I'm fidgeting a bit with my new headphones. I'm not used to these things yet. My buddy Josh Drawball would be pleased that I get to wear these on a broadcast for the first time. Let's get back to looking at a few of the numbers for the Fife Red Devils, though, here, Greg. As we talked about third down, fourth down, turnovers, that kind of thing, getting back to the actual numbers for the kids, one thing that Fife's going to see a lot of tonight that they don't do themselves is the ball in the air. Maddox has thrown a total of 12 passes on this season. He's completed 7 of them for 58 total percent. He's not even at 200 yards, though, through the air with 4 touchdowns. Of course, he had a big one 2 weeks ago against Brindley Mountain, or 3 weeks ago, rather, against Brindley Mountain at this point on what was a 10-yard hitch. Can't believe I'm saying Fife ran a hitch. It wasn't even 10 yards, it was 5 yards. Fife ran a 5-yard hitch, and Ryder Smith took it to the house. So that's a huge chunk of that 100-plus yards there, 192 total. But this Fife team has been fairly efficient, offensively speaking, for the 2025 campaign.
Yeah, they really have. Again, running the ball, Ryder Gibson has stepped right into the role that was left vacant. But, you talk about only 7 completions, but then again, 4 of them are for touchdowns, too. So when they have put the ball in the air, it has been at opportune moments and very good calls, too.
Well, that catch that I mentioned for Ryder Smith, by the way, really put him over the century mark. 104 receiving yards on the season. He's 3 of 4 on the season, 3 receptions on 4 targets, with 2 of those being touchdowns. His average yards per catch, read that for us there for Ryder Smith.
Ryder Smith right here, he has got 17 receptions. Average catch is 34.7 yards, so not too shabby there.
No, not at all. And by the way, let's look down here at this I know the numbers are kind of tiny, I apologize, but let's look at this very tiny block down here in the bottom left. You see that word that says total yards? What's that number you see off to the right?
I see 2,400 total yards.
And 39 touchdowns thus far on the season. By the way, only 9 games will be played when all of this is said and done for the Fife Red Devils. Fairly impressive, to say the least. And Coach Benefield's team is really kind of rounding into what you expect of a Coach Benefield team after that slow, sluggish, albeit against a very good opponent in Maplesville. 2 first halves back-to-back against Pisgah and Collinsville, in which the offense was moving, the defense was struggling, but the numbers are a little askew when it comes to averages for Fife, because they had 2 in the first 3 weeks, 2 second halves that were shutouts after surrendering 28 points and 22 points in first halves back-to-back.
Yeah, and again, that's, the adjustments at halftime will do that for you. You're giving up some points, and you're playing great teams with great offenses, too. Then you come out in the second half and you shut them out. I mean, again, that's just great coaching and the kids that are willing to learn and to be coached, too.
Indeed. We will take a quick break, be back with more of the Red Devil Radio Preview Show, the Froggy Freeze pregame chill, right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV. Stay with us.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major's striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Where some saw a pickle,
we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
Visit Sonic Drive-In in Rainsville at 208 Main Street East.
Realtors you can trust. Realtors that are thankful for you. That's South State Realty. South State Realty can walk buyers through the process, help them get pre-approved, and find their dream home. Let South State Realty do a comparative home analysis to find just the right time to sell. Make your buying or selling process stress-free. Call Ashley, Tina, and the team at South State Realty at 256-638-SOLD. That's 256-638-7653. View homes at southstaterealty.com.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in 5. Call 256-440-1524 quote today or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
The pregame chill continues now on 92.7 HD2, presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. Chill out with a hometown legend.
Chill indeed is the word for tonight. Getting a bit chilly out there. As Bryce said, it's going to be in about in the mid-60s throughout the course of this game. It will drop a little bit more as the night goes on, as we welcome you back to the Froggy Freeze pregame chill presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. By the way, they want to let you know that they are more than just shaved ice at this point. They're going to have the hot coffee, the cider, all the things to warm you up as well. Greg, I'm going to slide over and let you have my slot here in the booth. And you're ready to go, right?
I think I've got these two buttons down.
All right, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to make my way. I've got a special honor this evening of getting to be down with the Fife Red Devils as they burst through the victory line. And, Bryce, I'm coming down there with you. Is it a safe haven down there right now?
There's a lot of people down here walking around me. I ain't going to lie. It's pretty safe, though, but you're going to have to fight to get down here. I
saw our good friend Caden Sharp. Is he I thought I did anyway. He's here, right?
I didn't see him.
You didn't see him? Well,
No.
Maybe I'm seeing things. Former Red Devil there as well. Supposed to be the team chaplain, but he's had some issues getting to the games this season with his busy work schedule. I got to say hi to my daughter who's over to my right. Oh, you want the microphone? You want the microphone? You going to talk? You going to talk? Okay, she says no. She's hugging it back to my face. But Bryce, as we prepare for the toss of the coin coming up in just a moment, I'm going to let you handle that responsibility. But this is a situation for Fife where, you know, you might not look at this and say a bunch of stakes is on the line in this one other than keeping, you know, a tie with Geraldine for first place in the region. I think if you are Fife, you have to look at this as more of the other side of the coin across the way, the other side of the field, the other sideline is a bit of a wounded animal, and they're fixing to they've got a bit their backs up against the wall a bit here.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Whitesburg is definitely going to come out here and give it everything they've got. I mean, it's either, make it or don't, and they want to make it. I mean, why wouldn't you? So they're going to be coming out here and giving it everything they have, and Fife better be ready for it. This ain't just a blow-away game. They'll be ready to come out here and play tonight.
Captains for Whitesburg Christian have made their way back out onto the field. We await the captains for the Fife Red Devils. Bryce, you played with that young man, Weston Evans, who will not suit up tonight for Fife, potentially done for the season. Talk about what his loss means to this team from the standpoint of someone who played with him.
It means a lot, especially this year. I mean, he was good last year, but this year he's put in the work. He's gained some weight, gotten faster, and I know he's definitely sad about it for sure. Not being able to help his team out. He probably feels like he's letting them down, but, there's nothing you can do about it. Injury's an injury, and I hope he can come back and play because he's a big guy, offensively and defensively.
Greg, for those who may have missed the opportunity to hear Coach Benefield talk about who's going to do what in his place, give us a quick rundown of kind of who's shifting where for the Fife Red Devils tonight.
Well, I just know that we've got a couple people that will be playing some different positions tonight. We've got Asher Godwin coming into play some. Ethan Hill will be taking some snaps as well on that offensive line. I believe we're moving the center. I believe Noah Gwynn is, if I'm not mistaken, moving to right guard. I don't remember who he said was moving to right tackle right offhand, but I'm sure it'll kind of change as the game goes on to see what kind of combination works well also.
Indeed he will, and, of course, this might be a bit of a mosh
over the course of the next 2 weeks, Bryce. It might end up being a mosh of trying to find the best combination because you get Whitesburg Christian at home tonight, Holly Pond on the road next week. You wrap up the season on the road, just down the road at Geraldine. That's sort of the one that these guys have been waiting for to get to because they know it's going to potentially, I should say, be for the region crown.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. These next 2 games are very important, but that last game, that's going to be the game changer if they make it or not, and really test their skill level for sure.
Captains for the Fife Red Devils make their way out onto the playing surface as they prepare for the toss of the coin. Bryce Tutherow will go out and get that. Caden Sharp is here with me, who is the team chaplain when he gets an opportunity to be here. Caden, as we wait the captains going out to midfield really quick, it's good to see you. Your thoughts on this matchup tonight? As we've mentioned, Whitesburg backs against the wall. They need a big win tonight.
I think it's going to be a good game for senior night. We always want to, give the youngins an opportunity to play, and this might be their game to show out and, see what they got.
Did you enjoy getting in to games like that as a young guy? Did you enjoy getting a chance to kind of show off a bit and show Coach Benefield what you've learned?
Oh, yeah. I was chomping at the bit to get into games like this. I'd always want to go in there and hit somebody. Might have made a few whiffs because I wanted to hit somebody so bad, but this is games that, the young guys, they look for, and they're going to be nervous, but ready to see our young talent and see what they got.
Thank you, Caden. It's good to see you, my friend. Look forward to seeing you on Sunday. All right, see you Sunday at church. Let's throw it out to midfield now. Bryce Tutherow is with the captains for the toss of the coin.
Sponsorship starts with you guys, on and off the field. Okay, White, when you're on the field, you talk to White. Red, when you're on the field, you talk to Red. Nothing back and forth, so me and my partners have to get a hold of it. Let's have a good, clean ball game, okay? All right, you're going to call the coin toss. That is tail sides. That's heads. This is heads, tails. Call it loud enough so he can hear you. What's your thoughts? What did he say? He said heads. I'll flip it in there. If I drop it, we'll do it again. It is heads. Whitesburg Christian, you won the toss. Do you want the football or defer the second half? Defer. You want to defer? Whitesburg Christians won the toss. They elected to defer. Fife, you want the football, correct? Yes, sir. Okay. You want to defend the scoreboard? Yes, sir. Okay. Put your backs to the scoreboard, looking towards the concession stand down here. Fife, you come with me, looking at your scoreboard. All right. All right. Fife will see the first half. All right. Good luck, guys.
As you heard, the toss of the coin, the Fife Red Devils will receive to start this football game. Captains put the final touches on dapping of the hands and get set as they return to their victory lines. I hope I don't get run over, Bryce. I'm just saying.
You might want to scoot back a little bit.
They're coming right here, right?
Yeah,
right
about
here?
yeah, about right there. Yeah.
All right. Greg, let's go ahead and hit that button. We'll be back with more of the Froggy Freeze pregame chill right after this on Fun Radio.
Experience the local legend in frozen treats at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. More than an ordinary stand, it's a Fife tradition owned by 3 generations of Fife High School alumni who excel in serving smiles. Fully licensed, insured, and equipped with updated health permits. Our 3 trailers bring the party to you. Call 256-717-7239 for any occasion, large or small, from sporting events to family reunions, offering 35 flavors of shaved ice, plus hot chocolate, spiced cider, and coffee. Taste the hometown pride at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice.
Come see Brandon and Cherie Rains at Fife Pharmacy, your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter needs. Brandon and Cherie grew up in Fife and have served the community for many years. Local people who know and care about you. Fife Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. till noon, and closed on Sundays. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The pregame chill continues now on 92.7 HD2, presented by Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. Chill out with a hometown legend.
Back here with you at Paul Benefield Stadium. I make my way up the bleachers. Man, I'm getting out of breath for this, but what an honor to get to do the pregame prayer with the football team tonight as Whitesburg Christian kicks off for the Fife Red Devils to receive it. It'll be a short kickoff, reined in by Brody Freeman. He's lost the handle on it a couple of times just to pick it up, and oh my! Holy! Greg, give the analyst on that one. Holy cow.
Holy cow's about all I can say. Yeah, if you remember watching the movie The Longest Yard where the guy said thinks he broke that guy's neck, that was a hit about like that. He just didn't take long for the leather to get popping out there tonight.
That was Ryder Gibson applying that hit. Brody Freeman returned the ball up to the 31-yard line. Our opening half kickoff brought to you by Fife Pharmacy, the Health Mart pharmacy that cares for you and about you. First down and 10 for Fife. Moving right to left as you listen. Maddox, keeper all the way up the gut he goes. He'll get maybe 2 yards on the play up the gut. Second down and about 8. And again, talking about it a moment ago, Coach Benefield looking to utilize Maddox a lot more in the run game here.
Yeah, you got to kind of spread it out a little bit more, and that was a good job by the Whitesburg Christian defensive line to kind of plug that hole up.
Second down and 8 upcoming for the Fife Red Devils. Game just getting underway. 30 seconds ticked off the clock. Here goes the Trey Freeze formation flip and the first flag of the night as Whitesburg jumped. That's one stat I need to go back and look at. I watched all the film this week, and I should have taken account as to how many teams have bitten on that this season there, Greg.
I cannot remember a team that hasn't, to be quite honest with you. And it seems like that, this is year number 5. It's been very few that have not bitten on that at least once.
Even if they don't do it the first time, we always get them either the second, third. I mean, it's at least once.
After the 5-yard penalty, first of the night for Whitesburg Christian. It'll bring up second down and 3 with 11:21 left to go. Maddox with Ryder Gibson off to his left. Power right up the gut goes Ryder Gibson, and he busts free to daylight. Nobody's going to catch him. 30, 20, 10. Ryder's going to go. Touchdown, Red Devils. Touchdown, Red Devils. And just like that, 2 plays into the game, technically, after the penalty there, and Ryder Gibson strikes pay dirt from over 60 out.
62 out, I believe, was the exact amount. And, yeah, so far the patchwork offensive line looks like it's passing grade so far.
I believe Fife's going to go for 2. Our extra points attempt all season will be brought to you by Navexa Marketing, driven by data and defined by design. Fife is lined up to go for 2. Trey Freeze formation flip. Whitesburg flinched a little but did not jump. So Maddox hands off to Ryder. Ryder cuts it back inside and gets the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0 early in this game. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to Fife Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
In DeKalb County, your voice matters. Stay connected with Voice of DeKalb, where we celebrate your stories and keep you connected to the community. From local news to high school sports and events, Voice of DeKalb reports only the good news because that's what we need in today's time. Have breaking or exciting news, or maybe a feel-good story to share with your hometown? Tell us about it at voiceofdecab.com or email Marla at voiceofdecab.com. Call us at 256-605-4427. Your voice, your stories, your DeKalb.
For 3 generations, Watkins Heating and Cooling has been your trusted name in HVAC service. Proudly serving Jackson and DeKalb counties since 1987, we offer extensive residential and commercial heating and cooling solutions. Our team at Watkins Heating and Cooling is dedicated to your comfort and satisfaction. We are open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call us today at 256-657-2371 or visit WatkinsHeatingandCoolingLLC.com. Watkins Heating and Cooling LLC, where quality service runs in the family. Alabama license number 21097.
Kickoff returned by Whitesburg Christian. That is Parker Blair, the 5'9", 140-pound freshman, all the way up to the 30-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Warriors of Whitesburg Christian at their own 30. Fife up 8-0 with 11 minutes and 1 second. Drive didn't even take full 60 seconds off the clock there previously for Fife. Spread formation, 2 split wide to each side. Tailback in the gun. He'll stay in for protection. Quarterback rolls out to the left. I think the ball hit the ground, and indeed it did. Incomplete. It was looking for Graham Williams, the 6'1", 170-pound sophomore, and that time quarterback John Lavelle at 5'10", 165 pounds. He also a freshman. Just kind of lollipop that one in there a bit, just a little short.
Yeah, kind of skipped up there to him, and you see him moving the pocket already. That's trying to negate the Fife rush. That's usually a pretty good pass rush. So I imagine you'll see that kind of play all the time where he's, rolling and moving that pocket, trying to stay out of the pressure.
Second down and 10 from the 30. Quarterback rolls out again to his left. He'll throw one up for grabs, and it is incomplete. Ryder Smith was the only one there who had even a chance at it, and it'll fall incomplete right in front of him, third down. Bryce Tuthero has got our Collins Constructor scoring recap with us. Bryce, you'll have to turn around and look at the broadcast booth to give it to us, buddy.
All righty, I got you. It was a total of 2 plays for 54 seconds, and it was Gibson taking it in for 62 yards on a run.
Collins Constructors, your friends not only in the construction business, but they will dig deep and build better for you. First third down of the night, and Whitesburg's going to go pistol formation handoff. And it'll be a modest gain of about 3, maybe 4, up to the 34-yard line, and set up fourth down and 6, rather. And that will be a punting situation, it appears, for Coach Jerry Adcock and his Warriors. As he mentioned there in the pregame, Greg, this is a bit of a freshman and sophomore-laden team.
Yeah, they've got a lot of things. So they've got good years upcoming, no doubt, but they're going to have to learn and take their lumps probably going forward.
So fourth down and 6, they will punt. Fife comes after it. Connor Hutcherson nearly gets there, but what a punt. Hits at the 40, it'll bounce and take a nice Whitesburg roll, about 9 more yards to the 31-yard line. Pretty decently solid punt there. As we mentioned before, they did graduate an all-state kicker in the offseason, did Whitesburg Christian, that young man David Willard. And it looks like we were watching him in pregame warm-ups. Looks like they got a couple of young bucks out there with some legs.
Yeah, he was hitting some field goals from 40 and 45 yards out and actually hitting the back of the net there. So he's got some distance. Of course, it's a lot different when it's not during the warm-ups, but still.
First down and 10 at the 31-yard line. Fife back with the lead and the ball. Up 8-0. Here's a give. Ryder Smith. Ryder stiff arms a man, stiff arms another, bounces it to the outside, slaps a man away, slaps a second man away, and keeps going across midfield to the 45-yard line before he is brought down by a couple of white jerseys for Whitesburg Christian, including Graham Williams. But that is the first Liberty Bank first down of the night here on senior night for the Fife Red Devils.
And what I loved about that run is he got near the sidelines and he didn't run out of bounds or just kind of lollygag around. He stuck that left foot in the dirt and cut back inside and gained 10 more yards. And I would love to see some of these guys on Sunday that make $5 million a year do that.
And I think Whitesburg just popped their first time out, and they did. We will take it with them. Be back with you right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network presented by Superior RV.
It takes personal commitment to build a winning football team like the Fife Red Devils. The same personal commitment you'll experience with W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel in Rainsville. A personal commitment to provide you with the care you expect and deserve. A personal commitment to provide affordable funeral services. More than just words, it's a personal commitment from W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Highway 75, Rainsville. Congratulations, Red Devils. Your personal commitment has made us proud.
Now back to the Farmers Telecommunications broadcast booth for Fife Red Devil football on Fun Radio.
Back here with you in the FTC broadcast booth. 45-yard line, Fife in Whitesburg territory after the opening play of this drive. Second play. Up 8-0, Red Devils on top of Whitesburg Christian. Here's a give. Ryder Gibson up the gut with a power play. He'll split the defenders, and it's another foot race that Ryder Gibson's going to win. Touchdown, Red Devils. 45 yards out.
Yeah, 2 carries, well over 100 yards. Not a pretty good start to the night.
We don't have our typical statistician with us, so that's good math by you right there.
Yeah, that 62 and 45, that's fairly easy for me. This third carry could get a little tougher.
What is that, 107?
107.
What's the average there?
That'd be 53 and a half.
Maddox Dawson to attempt the extra point, presented by Navexa Marketing. Our Navexa Marketing attempt is up and good. It is now 15-0. Red Devils on top of Whitesburg Christian. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to Fife Red Devil football on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7, and the Fun 92.7 apps and Fun 92.7 FM HD2. Stay with us.
Looking to clear land, prep a site, or lay the groundwork for your next big project? Collins Constructors brings the muscle, the machines, and the mindset to get it done right. From excavation and grading to forestry, mulching, and underground utilities, we dig deep so you don't have to. Whether it's small residential jobs to large-scale commercial projects, when you're ready to break ground, don't just hire anyone. Visit collinsconstructors.com or call 256-440-0386. Collins Constructors, proudly built on faith. Dig deep, build better.
With 7 championship trophies, we're going to need a bigger shelf. The Fife Red Devils on Fun Radio.
Fife will kick off. Maddox tosses right foot after the successful extra point. Reined in at the 16-yard line. Graham Wilson on the return. Flag comes in behind Fife, and that knee was almost down, and he still gets walloped by the Fife Red Devils as that flag. We will check it on the tackle for Fife. That'll be Ethan Hill, who is doing some snapping duties here. I believe they just called that on Whitesburg.
They did. It was an illegal block in the back, and the guy that blocked it actually did it twice. So as soon as the ref threw the flag, he turned right back around and blocked somebody else in the back.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, man, I might as well make it worth it.
Did they call blocking the back or did they call holding?
It should have been blocking the back, but I'm sorry I didn't pay attention to what it was. I think it was holding.
I think he just signaled holding. But nevertheless, it is Whitesburg Christian's second penalty of the night. And that will back them up to start this drive. First down and 10. Around the 18-yard line, moving left to right, down 15-0 as you listen. Bouncing it to the outside, finding a little running room. Connor Hutcherson and Bryson Green will make the tackle on the tailback for the Whitesburg Christian Warriors, Aiden Cook, who's 5'8", 165 pounds as a sophomore. Bryce, if that's 5'8", 165 pounds, he ate like 20 biscuits or something on the way in because he's a bit more stout than that.
If he's that, I'm 6'2", so he's about my size, maybe a little bit bigger.
He's built like a fire hydrant.
Second down and 5. Quarterback's going to roll out. Now Lavelle will take off and run and slides. Good protection by the quarterback protecting himself as Ryder Gibson was on a headhunt. And Lavelle will pick up the first down at the 30-yard line.
That was a nice slide. That was clean.
Almost like sliding into third base.
Yeah, that was clean.
Wonder if that young man's a baseball player in the spring. First down and 10 at the 30. Handoff, draw up the middle, bouncing his way around the backfield and will go nowhere. A loss of about 2 on the carry, and that is Cooper Harrison, the tackle. I believe that to be Cook, the ball carrier there. Second down, and they're going to give him right back to the line of scrimmage. I'm a little surprised there.
Yeah, a little bit surprised on that one. You dancing around in the backfield is not a good idea against the defensive line. You need to hit that hole and hit it quick if you want to make some positive yards.
Second down and 10. I thought he was at least a yard short of the first down, or of the line of scrimmage, that is. Second down and 10, rather. Lavelle's going to have to step up, fire one deep, one-on-one coverage. Connor Hutchison in pursuit, and the ball is overthrown. And he was looking for Henry, and I apologize if we have anyone from Whitesburg Christian listening to this. I may mess this up. I want to apologize now. Henry Nuwahid. Henry is 5'7", 145 pounds as a freshman. He just did what Drew used to call booty scooting to get to that ball.
Yeah, he was moving on there, so he definitely got some speed right there. Ball was just a little overthrown. I don't believe the quarterback had quite enough time to really set his feet and throw it like he wanted to.
I may not call him by his last name the rest of the night. I may just stick with Henry. Third down and 10. Lavelle will roll out right. He's got a man open, caught, coming across the formation, and it is a first down pickup, the first third down conversion. This one goes to Grant Williams.
That was a heck of a pass. That was between 5 defensive players right in the hole.
Huge pickup to the 44-yard line, as Bryce said, kind of splitting defenders there with the pass. First down and 10 at the 44-yard line. Bryce Tutherow will give us our Collins Constructor scoring recap coming up in just a bit. You hear the sounds of hey, trying to make a defensive coverage adjustment. Up the middle goes the football.
Bryson Green laying the boomstick in the middle there.
Cook only gets 2 yards thanks to that boomstick. Bryce, while I've got you with us, my man, give us our scoring recap courtesy of Collins Constructors.
It was 5 with a total of 2 plays for 69 yards, and it took them 21 seconds. And it was Ryder Gibson to run it in for 45 yards for the touchdown.
Collins Constructors dig deep and build better. Second down and 8 from the 46. 3 men split out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Man goes in motion from the slot. They're going to end up handing it off. Little eye candy there, not working, Greg. They get nothing back to the line of scrimmage, third down and 8.
No, that linebacker came up and filled that hole, kind of directed him back inside of the waiting arms of several Fife Red Devils there.
Yeah, Bryson Green's having a heck of a night already. Still the first quarter.
Aiden Cook will come out. Wilson Hayes Taylor will come in, the 5'11", 170-pound sophomore, with 6.5 left to go in this first quarter. Fife up 15-0. 3rd down and 8. Lavelle rolls out left, hesitates, now takes off. He's got Cooper Harrison in pursuit, as well as several other Red Devil defenders, and he's going to go out of bounds. And right back at the line of scrimmage, there's some fans from Whitesburg Christian hollering for a personal foul, late hit out of bounds flag. It does not appear that they're going to get one. I don't think that would have been warranted in that case, Greg.
Yeah, it looked to me like he was well in bounds when the Fife player made contact, and probably a good choice to try to step out of bounds, though, too, because he was about to get that boomstick lowered.
Yeah, it's about 6 Red Devils over there.
Just over 6 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Fife up 15-0, and Whitesburg Christian going to punt. And Ryder Gibson nearly gets back there, and it's a sky-high punt. Maddox Doss, very fortunate not to lose that joker in the lights. Wow.
Great job fielding that ball, though, because, again, that's one of those ones that's liable to roll all the way to the goal line if he doesn't stop it.
Bryce Maddox had 2 punt returns for touchdowns last season. Might have been in this very game. No, it wasn't. Excuse me. I don't believe it was. But anyway, he had 2 punt returns for touchdowns last season. So he's very capable of creating lightning in a hurry.
Oh, yeah. At practice, he was one of the top ones catching them punts at practice. He's a very good hand-eye coordination player.
28-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Red Devils. Ryder Gibson slides out of one tackle. Stop me if you've heard it before. He stiff arms a man, spins out of another. And they're going to get him across midfield at the 41-yard line or so in Whitesburg territory. Ryder Gibson, another Liberty Bank 1st down.
Yeah, again, that's going to hurt his average a little bit. That was only about a 35, 40-yard run, so going to do it. But, again, it's those last 10 yards that he gets, always fighting, spinning. They just don't go down, man. You have got to put body on body to get somebody down for 5.
My turn to do math. That was a 32-yard run.
32. Sorry, Mr. Forrester. I listened in class, I promise.
1st down and 10 for the Red Devils at the 40, moving right to left as you listen tonight. 5:45 left to go in a 15-0 first quarter with the Red Devils enjoying the lead. Fake to Ryder Gibson, keeper by Maddox Doss. Ryder, left side, following guard and tackle. And he'll get a gain of about 9 to the 31-yard line. 2nd down and 1 upcoming for Maddox and company. And Maddox will come over to the sideline to get the call from Coach Benefield. Again, this offensive line, the shuffling that had to be done, Greg, due to the injury to Weston Evans, is looking pretty solid so far.
Yeah, so far so good. And again, again, this isn't a horrible opponent by any means, but maybe not quite like a Geraldine. So you've got a chance to kind of work out some of the kinks.
2nd down and 1. Ryder Smith gets the handoff around the right end. Trying to slide out of tackles. He'll get slung out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line, but he does have the Liberty Bank 1st down, does Ryder Smith. Ryder, another senior who has really started to kind of come into his own this season, Bryce, and play a bit of a bigger role both in the pass and the run game.
Oh, yeah, especially this year. He's playing both ways now, playing that wingback position, kind of shocking me running the ball. He's had a heck of a time running the ball, and then defensively he's gotten way better than last year. He's definitely improved over this year and being a senior.
Ethan Hill in at center for Fife. He'll snap it back to Maddox, who will then hand it off to Ryder Gibson. Ryder lowering the shoulders, sliding out of one jersey tackle, and then getting absolutely wrangled down like a steer by Graham Williams, the sophomore from Whitesburg Christian. And even though Ryder picks up the 1st down, Graham sort of looked like he had enough with that one.
Yeah, he had looked like one of those cattle dogs chewing on his ear, pulling him down to the ground. So he did a complete turnaround.
Hit him anywhere else, he's just going to roll off of you and keep running. So
1st down and 10 brought to you by Liberty Bank at the 11-yard line. Fife can pick up a 1st down at the 1. They do not have to score. Early on our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard, Boaz is up 7-0 on Brewer. Austin up 7-0 on Bob Jones. 1st down and 10 at the 11. Fake pitch to Ryder Gibson. Maddox, the keeper. Maddox up the gut he goes. Spinning, and keeping the feet churning inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and about 3 to go for the Fife Red Devils.
Just good hard running by the quarterback there. Took it up, a little bit of a play fake as on a pitch there, and then just took it right up the hole there in the middle, and Maddox just keeps on turning those legs.
Greg, you mentioned it in the pregame show. It's been ever crucial for Fife to have a quarterback that can run. And first 4 or 5 weeks, we didn't see a lot of it from Maddox, albeit that's the way the games have been called. But now needing another option back there for Ryder and Hayden Parker is big.
Yeah, you give those guys a break by having him run the ball like that. And again,
speaking of Ryder, there goes Gibson.
I'm going to let you make the call.
I don't know if that's his shortest touchdown of the year, but it's right up there. Touchdown from 4 yards out for Ryder Gibson. That'll make it 21-0 with 2:58 left to go in the first quarter. As we will have our extra point attempt from Maddox Doss's right foot, brought to you by Navexa Marketing, driven by data and defined by design. Maddox steps it off, puts it through the upright, good. 22-0 our score as we are nearing the end of the first quarter, just under 3 minutes left to go. We'll be back right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Ready to lose weight and feel great? The Diet Consultants in Fort Wayne are here and ready to help. Owner Russell Hutcherson, CRNP, helps patients achieve their weight loss goals with weight loss medications and nutrition planning catered specifically to each patient with no consultation fees. Visit us at 1600 Galt Avenue South or call 256-426-3693 to schedule your appointment today and receive a new patient discount. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, The Diet Consultants. Your success is our priority.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
Back here with you at the FTC broadcast booth. Fife Red Devil football taking on Whitesburg Christian tonight. Don't forget tomorrow on Fun Radio, the Alabama Crimson Tide, an 8 a.m. pregame start up in Columbia, Missouri, as they will take on the Missouri Tigers in SEC play. Third week in a row, the Tide will end up playing not only a conference opponent, but a top-ranked conference opponent, a top 25 battle. 8 versus 16, I think, or 14, something to that effect. But we'll have pregame coverage for you beginning at 8 a.m. on this very frequency. Fair catch called and dropped. And boy, oh boy, good awareness to jump on that. Hunter Ainsworth falling on that football, 5'6", 100-pound sophomore. And if that name Ainsworth sounds familiar, yes, that is one of two sons for the Whitesburg Christian Warriors, who are the sons of none other than Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth, who is in the building somewhere. He is supposed to come by and see us during the halftime break. If he does, I'm going to ask him if he was one of those jumping up and down for a flag earlier. You dare me?
I dare you, and I bet he says yes.
First down and 10 at the 27-yard line. Handoff gains only about a yard. Second down and 9 upcoming. Several Red Devils swarming to the football there, including Caden Wilkes. A yard pickup, second down and 9. Collins Constructors brings us our scoring recap. Bryce?
Oh, yes, it was 5 with 6 plays for a total of 72 yards. And it took them 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and it was Ryder Gibson running it in for 4 yards for the touchdown.
Just over 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Fife up 22-0. Second down and 9 at the 28 for Whitesburg. 3-step drop by Lavelle. He'll throw it to his man and as the check down his tailback, and he cannot hang on. He kind of took the wrong angle to that ball. That ball did hang just a little, Greg, but I really felt like in that case Aiden Cook just kind of took the wrong angle to bring that football in, third down and 9.
Yeah, he did take a little bit of a wrong angle there. If he had taken the right one, though, I believe he wasn't going to get much more than where he was standing. Fife had it defended very well.
So you're saying a footsteps thing here?
It could be a little bit. I hate to blame it on that, but it sure did look like it.
Third down and 9. Lavelle, 3-step drop, throwing near side. Nobody home. Miscommunication between quarterback and receivers, and it'll be fourth down. Brody Freeman, Connor Hutcherson in the vicinity.
Yeah, the receiver there probably should have taken that out that the quarterback threw, because I do believe he'd have been open, but he went ahead and ran a seam route, and it should have been a quarterback was throwing an out route.
Coach Adcock will send on the punting unit. 2 penalties on the night thus far, both against Whitesburg Christian. Coach Benefield having a word with Maddox Doss, I believe telling him, hey, just get to it, fair catch it if it's possible. Stay away from it if they're getting too close. And Ryder Gibson blocks it. Maddox ain't got to worry about it. Ryder Gibson gets not only a paw, I think he got the elbow, the wrist, and everything else in there on that ball.
That was almost an armpit block.
They've been close all night. You could tell they were probably good. If they kept coming and kept trying, they were going to get one before the night was over.
Hunter Latham ended up falling on it after Ryder Gibson blocked it, and it will be first down and 10 at the Whitesburg 15. Everything going right for the Fife Red Devils in this one with 2 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in this first quarter. 22-0 our score on Fun Radio. First down and 10 for Fife. That knows that football is barely resting at the 15-yard line. They will move right to left. Now Hayden Parker settles in to the right, or to the left, of Maddox Doss. Maddox gives to Hayden. Hayden, up the gut he goes, fights and spins for about 4 yards. Let's see where they mark this. Indeed, they will say a 4-yard gain. Second down and 6 upcoming. They've got third down on the down marker over there. It's second down. Nobody's noticing it. I think the white hat just did. He indeed did. There we are. If they're not careful, they'll mess with me on that.
Yeah.
I think that's why they do it sometimes.
Well, you know, the Colorado National Championship had a famous fifth down because of that.
Second down and 6. Man goes in motion. They'll give to Ryder Smith. Ryder gets clipped and brought down for about a 2-yard gain. Third down and 4. And when I say clipped, not the clipping type of penalty. I mean clipped in the hip pocket for the tackle. Third down and 4. That is I believe, the shortest gain of the night for Fife. 2 yards.
Yeah, I think that's right. The first carry wasn't too much more, but, yeah, that's probably it.
Fife will find themselves with their first third down of the night as well. As I try to break every tablet I own up here, throwing it to the ground. Third down and 4. Ryder Gibson gets a handoff. Power up the gut he goes. Ryder spins, and they'll say down at the 2. But nevertheless, he does have the Liberty Bank first down. So Fife will convert their first third down attempt of the night. And as I pull my little stat sheet back up here after doing a lot of homework this week with what time I have, which is none, Fife now goes to 11 and 24 on the season in third down conversions. Pretty darn good to only find 24 third downs all season long.
I got a NFL team named the Dolphins. I wish they could do that.
First and goal around the 3. Maddox, keeper. Maddox following Ryder Gibson as his lead blocker, and Maddox crosses the goal line for the touchdown, Red Devils. 16.3 seconds remaining, and this thing is out of hand already. 28-0 our score with the extra point pending. Our extra point, reminding you, brought to you by Navexa Marketing, driven by data and defined by design. Huge first half for the Red Devils. Maddox's extra point, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 29-0 our score. Red Devils on top. What a way to start this. We're going to keep it right here with just over 16 seconds left to go. Fife will kick it off in a moment, but Bryce, you're down there on the sidelines. I spoke with Caden Sharp very briefly earlier in the broadcast. He was talking about an opportunity for these young bucks to get in and make some plays. It's starting to seem like we might get that early in this ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like it, and if it does, I mean, that's good for our young guys. They get to come out here and play a pretty decent team out here. It seems pretty good, and then that's a lot of experience just being out here on the field, especially with the crowd of a senior night. I mean, that's a lot of pressure for a young guy or freshman. And it just gets the nerves off of them to come out here whenever there's a big crowd and not be so worried about the crowd and more focused on the game.
Maddox puts the ball down at the 40. Walks it off, looks left, looks right. Stutter steps to the football, boots it away. 17-yard line reined in for Whitesburg, and all kinds of daylight right up the gut. And, boy, it closed up quickly. His helmet's popping out there, courtesy of Ryder Smith this time. On the return man, that's Henry again.
That's Henry again.
Listen, I'm not gonna try it.
Just sitting here thinking and watching them play, if you do not initiate contact, you're going to get the contact handed to you. So, I mean, that would be my one advice for across the other sideline over there. Guys, don't stop. You know, be aggressive and run and try to make the contact. Don't be the one getting hit all the time.
Hurts less if you're both the hammers.
Yeah.
Hurts less if you're both the hammer. That's some fine advice there, Bryce. I actually kind of like that. First down and 10. I'm going to try and remember that. First down and 10. Handoff, right side, goes nowhere. Stop for no gain on the tackle for the Fife Red Devils, Asher Godwin, and that should take us to the end of the first, and indeed it will. Our score 29-0, Red Devils on top after one. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7 FM, HD1 and HD2 right after this.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fife and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
Need a car but short on a down payment? Ace Auto Sales offers a layaway program so you can pay a little and still drive off in style. Every car now comes with a warranty. Got credit issues? No problem. We'll help you get approved no matter your history. Conveniently located on Highway 75 in Fife, we're family owned and operated with hometown values you can trust. Get started today by browsing our inventory at aceautosalesonline.com. That's aceautosalesonline.com. Your keys to a quality car are waiting.
Fife Red Devil football, now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
Welcome back to the FTC broadcast booth. High atop Paul Benefield Stadium. Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears and our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter Bryce Tuthero. Ace Auto Sales. I'll tell you what, if you need a brand new car, they're going to treat you like family over at Ace Auto Sales. 29-0 our score after one start of the second quarter. Second down and 9 for Whitesburg Christian as we've swapped into the field. They're going to chuck one up for grabs, and Ryder Smith, stride for stride with the intended target, bats it away. Third down and 9. Bryce Tuthero, I don't think you could defend that any better.
No, that was some heck of coverage right there by Smith. I mean, staying right with him, stride for stride. And as soon as the ball gets up there, his hand goes right between the Whitesburg hands and just taps it out. And that's all you can ask for from a DB right there.
Greg, I dare say it to not to belabor a point or beat up on a kid a little bit, but that might be the best coverage I've seen Ryder Smith play all season.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get like you just said, Bryce said, you can't get any better than that. There's no way in the world.
Quick throw out in the flat to the tailback Cook, and he's got the first down. Ryder Smith will end up taking him out of bounds right at the line to gain, but it should be good enough for the first down, and it is. Third down and 9.5 picked up. They needed 9, and they got 9.5. Huge third down pickup there for Whitesburg, only their second of the night on the 5 third down conversion attempts, 2 of 5 on the night. Now they're going to go a bit of a hurry up tempo here.
Yeah, and you got to start stringing those things together if you want to get this game. It's already getting a little out of hand. You got to stop that momentum here.
4-score ball game in favor of the Red Devils, 29-0. Whitesburg putting the ball in a dangerous spot is Lavelle. Another great defensive play here, this time by Connor Hutcherson, getting the left hand in there, recovering nicely, Bryce. That was about 10 yards in front of you.
Yeah, that was a good coverage by Hutch. I mean, he kind of faked him out. He took about a step forward, just staring at the quarterback, and as soon as he reared back, he got right in the zone and way of the pass and almost caught it off.
Second down and 10 at the 38 with 11:24 left to go in the first half.
That one, he didn't do his receivers any favor though, because, boy, he took a shot.
Yeah, about 2 people.
There were 3 red jerseys in the area, 2 white jerseys, still outnumbered. The numbers did not favor Lavelle. He's in the pistol now. He'll hand it off to Cook. Cook left side and goes nowhere. They'll give him a gain of 1 up to the 39. Third down and 9. Ryder Gibson with the tackle. Chase Hutcherson also in there with the assist from the nose guard position.
And again, something else I noticed here as you watch this game, the Fife, running backs always fall forward. I very rarely see them go backwards, and that's what you've seen tonight from Whitesburg is they're getting stopped dead and falling backwards, falling sideways at best, not getting that extra yard or 2.
Third down and 9 at the 39. Rolling out right, Lavelle steps up in the pocket, gets hit as he throws, and the pass will fall incomplete. And leveling him as he threw that football was Caden Wilkes. We called his name a couple of times tonight, being in that defensive backfield. Third down conversion unsuccessful, and it will bring on the punting unit for Whitesburg Christian, who has punted every drive thus far. Maddox back deep to field this one. Ryder Gibson got his big left bear claw paw up in there, if you will, last week. I don't know if he might like that bear claw part, but let's just say his left meat hook.
I like that one better.
Fourth down and 9. Will Fife come after this one? No, they will not. The ball goes behind the punter. He's still going to try and punt it. It gets partially blocked. The ball is up in the air. It's up for grabs. It's been touched by both a white and red jersey. Let's see who falls on it at the bottom of the pile.
Well, there will be your teaching moment for Coach Benefield right there to get the heck away from that ball.
What was that is the question you just heard potentially. I heard it. They're going to say fight football, but woo, boy. Got the block, but then could not rein it in for some reason. Coach is not too unhappy. He's pretty calm right now. Bryce up 29-0. I think he's just trying to be relaxed.
Yeah, he's just staying calm. If it's a mistake, we'll fix it Monday.
First down and 10 at the 32-yard line. Moving left to right, the Red Devils. First time here in the second quarter with the football. Handoff Hayden Parker. He'll cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3. Second down and 7 upcoming for the Red Devils with 10:20 left to go in this first half, up 29-0. We will look at our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard. Austin on top of Bob Jones, 13-0. Geraldine leads Brindley Mountain, 14-0. It's Coleman over Columbia, 13-0. West Morgan on top of Danville, 15-0. Lots of shutouts so far early in this October 10th Friday night. The one I see on here that's not a shutout right now, North Jackson over Plainview, 12-7. Brody Freeman gets his number called. He'll go around the left end and get tackled from behind, but not before he picks up a huge first down to the 10-yard line, a Liberty Bank first down, and goal to go.
I'd like to say Freeman just drug somebody for about 5+ yards right there. That was a heck of a run, just dragging somebody behind him.
Plainview just took the lead in that game with North Jackson. They are now up 14-12. And Fort Payne, I believe I've seen that was up on Gadsden City, 14-7.
17-7, I believe.
17-7.
Yeah, 17-7.
17-7 in that one. I think Fort Payne's only ever beaten Gadsden City one time.
They were trailing 7-3 early, so they've put together a couple drives.
First and goal as they have dropped the chains for Fife. Low snap. Maddox gets it into the gut of Hayden Parker, who takes it in, barely getting a fingernail touching him. Touchdown, Hayden Parker.
You know, no matter who's running the ball for Fife, you've got that line in front of you. Those holes, I mean, he was basically untouched going through that one as well. So,
yeah, he was.
I mean, it's something that I could pick up a yard or two.
It is incredible to see just exactly what Fife has been able to do with this mix and mashup of an offensive line. However, we say that, and it's not derogatory. It is what it is, but it is also a fact that these boys have actually played these positions before. Ethan Hill especially has played center before. It's just been a moment or two. The Navexa Marketing extra point attempt by Maddox Doss is up and good. That brings us 36-0 our score. Red Devils on top. We'll be back right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, cow trains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
Fife Red Devil football, now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
Hurting less if both of the hammer that time. Hayden Parker lowered the hammer down for the touchdown. We'll check our Collins Constructors score and recap coming up in just a moment. As Maddox Doss will put foot to leather once more. I wonder how much longer he will get the opportunity to go tonight, kicking extra points and kickoffs. He may kick all the kickoffs tonight. Short kick, reined in at the 25-yard line, taking it right side, kind of setting an edge, sidesteps a man, and out to the 39-yard line for Whitesburg Christian, their best starting field position of the night. Let's check our Collins Constructors scoring recap here, Bryce.
It was 5 for a total of 3 plays for 28 yards, and it took them a minute and 19 seconds to do that and then it was Hayden Parker running it in for 8 yards for the touchdown.
Collins Constructors dig deep, build better. Greg, you noticed something, though, on the extra point.
Yeah, the holder kind of bobbled the ball a little bit, did a great job getting it back down, and then, of course, Maddox did an excellent job kind of altering his timing to get that extra point to go through.
Handoff to Aiden Cook. He'll come left side and pick up a gain of about 2, maybe 3, and we'll check the spot. We've got 2 side judges going 2 different spots. We'll see which one they want to go with. They're going to go with a nice dose of in between. Second down and about 7.5 to go, rather. They'll say he gained 2.5 instead of a solid 2 or a solid 3. They'll go 2.5 and split the difference. Pistol formation with 8.5 left to go in this first half. Fife up 36-0. Handoff. Cook, right side. Gets sandwiched by 3 different Red Devils. Maddox toss. The lower slice of white bread. And it looks like Chase Hutcherson was the top. And then I believe Bryson Green was trying to be either the lettuce or the tomato on that sandwich. But nevertheless, about a 2-yard gain will set up 3rd down and 5.
You know, the one thing that's a problem with running this type of offense against a team like Fife is you stop that clock so much you don't possess the ball. So we'll see if Whitesburg changes their strategy here a little bit.
3rd down and 5. Lavelle, slight rollout to the right now. Fife will force him out of the pocket. He'll have to throw it into the Whitesburg bench, and that will bring up a 4th down as Asher Godwin was all up in his grill from the jump. Is there a flag on the play?
No, I think they're just late getting their guys out there. It looked like it may be, but no.
I thought the officials were holding the game up for a moment. They are not. So again, 7 3rd down conversion attempts, only 2 thus far successful on the night. And once more, Whitesburg will punt the ball away. Maddox Doss back deep to field this. After 2 straight blocks of punts, they finally get one away with no issue. And Doss will call for the fair catch at the 29-yard line. 36-0 our score. Fife on top of Whitesburg Christian as you listen on Fun Radio, Fun 92.7, Fun 92.7 FM HD2, online at fun927.com, the free Fun Media Group app, and the Red Devil Radio Show Facebook and Twitter pages. And by the way, our good buddy Chad Sanders over at Pro Star Radio, he brings us these games each and every week. I don't give him enough credit that he deserves, and I'm admitting that live in person. Chad was listening last week. Chad, I don't give you enough credit you deserve. You and Pro Star Radio, CSPC Repair, making sure that we get on the airwaves each and every week, all across the Fun Media Group, especially when it comes to the internet. We appreciate you, Chad Sanders. 1st down and 10 at the 29-yard line. Maddox play action. Maddox rolls right, throws back left. He's got a man wide open. It's Cooper Harrison. Nobody's within 12 yards of him, and Cooper Harrison is going to widen that gap, takes it in. Touchdown, Cooper Harrison. The closest any man got was at the 20-yard line. And he was already stepping across the white chalk.
I think you're being generous when you say there was nobody within 12 yards of him. It was, wow, he was talking about getting behind the defense.
Fife up 42-0 now. Maddox probably will be his lone pass attempt of the night. As I believe Maddox is still out there to boot the extra point away, presented by Navexa Marketing. It indeed is. For a half a moment, my brain played a trick on me, and I thought that was a 6 instead of a 3. Snap is good. Hold is good, but the kick is blocked by Whitesburg Christian. Maddox will not be perfect on the night after a block by Whitesburg Christian getting around that edge, and that'll keep our score at 42-0 here at the just a little over the midway point of this second quarter. We will take a quick break. Be back in a moment here on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2.
Also, tonight on 92.7 FM HD1, as the A-Rub Knights have the bye week. So Fun Radio and the Red Devils will play. And speaking of play, here's a massive kickoff return for Whitesburg Christian. Oh, boy. One step from taking that one to the house. They're going to start this drive in 5 territory around the 41-yard line. That is huge for Whitesburg Christian. Bryce, I know sometimes those young guys, sometimes on those kickoffs, can kind of get out of gaps a little bit. That's when these teams like this will take advantage of those.
Yeah, there's just some young guys out there getting out of their lanes, and that's just what happens when you get out of your lane and let somebody through, but it's a learning moment. It's a learning moment for all these young guys, and hopefully they figure it out and get better at it next year.
First down and 10 they gave them 2 more yards, more than I did. 39-yard line, a 5 pistol formation. Handoff up the gut on the draw. A yard gain, 2nd down and 9. Bryce, I got to ask you, if I were to ask Coach Paul Benefield, did you ever get out of your lane on a kickoff return? Do you think he'd say yes or no?
I think there may have been one time whenever I was a young guy like them out there. I think there was one time.
He might add a 0 with that.
I think we all got out of lanes every now and then.
My kickoff, I was in my lane. I'm a lane guy on kickoff now.
2nd down and 9, same formation in the pistol. They will run it. Bryson Green had the initial contact in the backfield, slides out of the tackle, gets down to the 35-yard line. Will Aiden Cook. It'll set up a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think it's more of a learning lesson, too, for the young guys to, trust your teammates on kickoff. Stay in your lane and, let them have theirs. Trust them enough to be like, all right, you got yours, I got mine.
Huge 3rd down attempt upcoming for the Whitesburg Christian Warriors. 2-down territory, Greg?
Yeah, at this point in time, I think so. I mean, you've got to start trying to do something. And, again, it's a learning experience for these young kids going forward.
3rd down and 6 at the 35 of 5. Whitesburg almost wanted a timeout there, did not take it. Lavelle, straight drop, fires, flat, coming near side and gets a yard gain, 4th down. Hunter Latham on the tackle for the Red Devils. And he brings down, I've done something with my roster. Here it is, Graham Williams. 4th down and 5 upcoming.
And again, with that kind of pattern right there, that short of a pattern, I think they were already thinking 4-down territory even before that play was, started. Trying to pick up 2 or 3 yards and make it a little bit more doable.
I got to say, that was great coverage by Latham there. That on him the whole time, stride for stride. That was just a great pass and catch right there.
Some of the starters out, some of them still in for this Fife defense. 4th down and 5. Cook in for protection. Picks up the blitz. Throw is overthrown, incomplete, turnover on downs. Had a man open deep and just could not connect with Reed. I'm going to mess it up again. I apologize, but it's the first time we called his name. Reed Nuehead, 5'11", 150-pound freshman.
Again, that was pressure from the defense. They had a blitzer coming up the middle, and just no time to throw. Those guys are running full speed at him. I'm sure he was just trying to get rid of that ball and still absorbed a pretty good hit as well.
So Fife will take over after the failed 4th down conversion. Struggling a bit with my voice this evening, thanks to the change in the weather and the temperature. 1st down and 10 at the 34. Fife moving left to right. Maddox Doss still in at quarterback. He will hand it off to Ian Patterson, his first carry of the night, the 8th grader at 5'10", 142 pounds. Ian Bryce is a young man that coach has brought up on many of occasion. The ability to keep the legs churning, talking about how he'll be, quote, a heck of a runner one day for this ball club if he keeps working.
Yeah, he definitely is. He puts his head down, and he ain't afraid to make some contact and keep them feet going. Don't just fall whenever somebody touches you and just fall down. He keeps them feet going and gets about extra 3 yards on contact almost every time.
Did you see what your buddy Hayden Parker just did?
No, I have no clue. What did I miss?
Senior wingback Hayden Parker just came in, looked at Cooper Harrison, and gave him a quick get out. 2nd down and 6. Here's a give Patterson again. Hayden is lead blocker, though he did not stay with him. And Ian will pick up a gain of about 3, maybe 4, up to the 42-yard line. It'll set up 3rd down and about 2 to go. They need the 44. They will spot the football at the 42. 3rd down and 2 to go.
Again, 2 4-yard carries. I mean, you string those things together, and you're marching down the field every single time.
Fife's second 3rd down attempt of the night. 3rd down and 2. Very manageable here. With just over 4 minutes left to go in this first half, and we're not even at 8 o'clock yet. 3rd down and 2, 42-yard line. They need the 44. Give. Hutcherson barely got that ball in his hip. And he gets brought down right at the line to gain. Let's check the spot.
Be a little short, I believe.
You might be right. They're not signaling anything yet. The White Hat's going to come up and look. They haven't spotted the ball yet either.
I think Farside was holding up his fist.
Now they've spotted it on the very near side here. Let's see. He's going to take a look at it. Yep, indeed. There comes the fist from the White Hat.
Clive's already putting in their pump formation, so I think it's short.
How short is that, Bryce? Because that's the 44 is the line to gain, and he is putting that football. I mean, just I don't know. He just hair short.
I don't know. From down here, what I'm looking at, it's a good way. You can tell.
Well, again, if this wasn't a 42-0 game, I'm sure you're seeing us, go for it or do a tray freeze or something. But 42-0 in the second quarter, you're just let's punt the ball.
Well, that'll hurt the third downs there a bit. That percentage will fall. They came into tonight 10 of 23 converting. They are now 11 of 25. Maddox in to punt this ball away. The right-footed kicker swings that right leg from the hip, reined in at the 20-yard line, and Red Devils swarm immediately. 23, maybe the 22. Let's check it. 22-yard line is where they say Fife brought the return man down. I believe we've got a Collins Constructor scoring recap to get to, Bryce Tutherow.
Yes, we do. Let me get to it. All righty. We got 5 with one play for 70 yards, and it took them 11 seconds, and it was a pass from Maddox Dawes to Cooper Harrison for the total of the 70 yards for the touchdown.
We will check our Rainsville Glass scoreboard coming up in just a few moments. First down and 10 for Whitesburg Christian at their own 22. Taking the tail back, Aiden Cook out in the flat. He'll get about 7, maybe 8 yards after he did a little shake and bake, and our buddy Caden Sharp down there, I heard him kind of go, oh, you can't bite on that.
Yeah, he's definitely getting crap on film. That's for sure.
Oh, me.
Does Benefield wind it forward and run it back, wind it forward and run it back? Because that's what we used to
about 8 times
do.
a play or more.
Oh, yeah.
A 7-yard gain on that previous pass for Whitesburg Christian. Sets up second down and 3. 3-step drop. Throwing far side curl. Route caught and slung out of bounds by Ryder Smith is Henry Newayhead. Or that's how we're going to.
That's how you're going to do it. I think it sounds good.
He'll get the first down for Whitesburg Christian up to the 43-yard line with 1:54 left to go in this first half, down 42-0. Red Devils on top. Looking to preserve this first half shutout. It'll be the first time, I believe, this season they've had a first half shutout. Pass is caught on that far side again, right at the line again. They'll give him 11 yards, actually, and a first down pickup by Henry again, and Ryder Smith takes him out.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot. He was up there when the 5-player hit him and drove him back, so that, forward progress, a good call by the officials over there.
Don't quote me on that, by the way, about the shutout thing. I may be wrong, but I think this is the first half of this season Fife has pitched a shutout.
We know we didn't against Pisgah or Collinsville.
5-step drop. Lavelle will fire one deep in and out of the hands of Ryder Smith. It almost looked like Ryder was the one in stride.
Yeah. I was about to say he looked more like the receiver than the receiver did.
Goodness gracious, Lavelle's got a cannon.
He threw that ball a long way.
I thought that was more of a Hail Mary run for it. Get it.
Let me remind you, folks, of what John Lavelle is. He is a 5'10", 165-pound freshman. If he continues to evolve and adapt his game within Coach Adcock's system for the next 3 years, he could be very dangerous for Whitesburg upcoming. He'll have to step up in the pocket here on a second down and 10, take off and run. Look at this, another slide.
He definitely plays baseball for sure.
It is a thing of beauty. I'm going to admire this. 3rd down and 5 upcoming, but I'm after a 5-yard run by Lavelle, but I'm going to admire that.
Yeah, I mean, your quarterbacks in high school, they're either a shortstop or a pitcher or both.
He's a freshman sliding. This game is sometimes, Coach, I'm sure Adcock probably feels like he's in over his head a bit as far as Lavelle is concerned, but Lavelle is playing like a seasoned veteran here with these slides protecting himself as he'll do it again right here and get a huge first down pickup at the Red Devil 25.
That's what's called a business decision, right?
Yeah. Now, Whitesburg Christian has got something going. That was 3rd down, right?
It was.
It was.
That is only their third down conversion of the night. And they are in business. Lavelle throws near side. Man brings it in at the 20, gets down to about the 16-yard line. Clock is winding. Whitesburg still with 2 timeouts. They'll take one now. Huge drive here for Coach Jerry Adcock and his Whitesburg Christian Warriors. We will take the break and be back as they've taken the timeout. We will do it with them back in a moment. Right after this, you're listening to Fife Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Quick throw down the middle for Whitesburg Christian. Caught. Touchdown, Whitesburg Christian. They get up off the mat. Williams with the reception.
Sorry, I was going to say, and they get the ball coming out in the second half, too. So, again, a chance to put together some back-to-back drives here.
Whitesburg Christian will kick the extra point. On to attempt the extra point is Price Crunkleton. Price is 5'11", 120 pounds. You guessed it, he's a freshman. Snap is good, hold is good. Fife nearly got back there and blocked it, but the kick is up and good nevertheless. 42-7 is our score. Bryce, broadcaster's jinx in full effect there.
Yeah, once again, it's like almost every week I think we do it to ourselves. I think we would learn, but.
Well, you'd think folks would quit whining about the tush push in the NFL too, but they don't, so we don't learn.
That's fair.
Did you guys see that New York Giants game last night, by the way?
I did. Jackson Dart's for real, man.
I'm going to say Scadaboo's
I'm
for
about
real.
to say Scadaboo.
Yeah.
Good night. And not only did they manhandle Philadelphia, they did it in such a way, honestly, that could have been a lot worse. Good gravy. The 1-win, now 2-win, 2-4 New York Giants.
What's that old beat 'em and made 'em like it statement?
Yep.
I just want to see a CTE of Scadaboo's brain.
You don't want to see some of the reels that's come out about him this week about folks making, kind of poking fun, but lightheartedly. That dude's a football animal. Let me just say it like that. Fife's got some football animals out there as well. They got one coaching for him that's probably not going to be too happy with that scoring drive by Whitesburg Christian right there. Kickoff reined in. Is that Hutch?
Yes, sir. Connor Hutchinson.
I believe, yeah, Connor Hutcherson there. And the other Hutch is involved.
Mad dogging.
Field.
Yeah, mad dogging somebody down here.
Good gravy. And with 16.2 seconds left to go, Coach will either run this ball or take a knee as Fife is starting this drive at the 40. Bryce Tuthero will chat with the head football coach of the Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield. It'll be brought to you by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. That'll come your way in the halftime break. Maddox will take a couple of steps back and knee this one to send it to the halftime break. 42-7 is our score. Bryce Tuthero with the head football coach of the Fife Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield. Bryce?
Well, Coach, what's your thoughts on this Whitesburg game with it being 42-7 in the first half?
Look, everybody looks sharp tonight, I didn't know how we'd come out. Pretty physical game last week, and, we're losing Weston like that. So I'm real proud of them for being sharp tonight and looking good so far, all phases.
Thank you, Coach.
That is Coach Paul Benefield chatting with the Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter, Bryce Tuthero, getting his thoughts on this first half. As he said, a very sharply played first half in spite of some adversity coming into the game due to injury. 42-7 is our score, and we will be back in a moment with the Applebee's halftime report. Fife up 42-7, and we don't have any stats tonight. Jeremy Johnson unable to be with us. mentioned that a few times. But, JJ, we miss you, my brother. We hope that you are back with us for our first of 2 road treks over the next couple of weeks. Next week when we head to Holly Pond. Get well soon, my man. But we will do our best to carry on the proverbial torch, if you will, in this one. 42-7 is our score. Red Devils on top. We'll be back for the Applebee's halftime report right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection. Score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
You need a place to save, just start now. Get a loan for that first house. Caught in the storms of life, or just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fife, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
The right logo makes you memorable, the right website makes you credible, and the right marketing makes you profitable. Let Navexa Marketing and Design help bring your vision to life. From stunning website design and eye-catching logos to powerful social media marketing and custom graphic design, we help your business stand out. Call us at 256-440-1145 or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And visit us online at navexamarketing.com. Navexa Marketing and Design, driven by data, defined by design.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Now it's time for the Applebee's Halftime Show on 92.7 HD2, presented by your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Hey, welcome back to the Paul Benefield Stadium. I like how I said it, the Paul Benefield Stadium, home of the Fife Red Devils for the final regular season game of 2025 here at this very stadium. Fife and Whitesburg Christian. Brights Fife up 42-7. I like the word Coach used, sharp. They looked sharp in that first half.
Yeah, we definitely did. Fife, we definitely came to play tonight. We've had almost 0 mistakes. I can't think of one so far that we've had, really. I mean,
no penalties.
Yeah, no penalties, no turnovers, no interceptions. Got our completions in on passing. I mean, can't ask for much. Our defense is playing really good DBs, not letting none of them passes get through and pressure on the quarterback. I mean, you can't ask for a better game than what's getting played right now.
I'm going to take a seat. I'm a little winded still from making the way up from the field there in the pregame festivities. Let me give you a couple of numbers here for you. Whitesburg Christian in that first half went 3 of 9 on third down and 0 of 1 on fourth down. They punted the ball away on every drive except one. And that was the one they punched it in on the score. They had 2 blocked punts by Fife. There were 2 penalties on Whitesburg in that first half. There were some good things, especially for Whitesburg at the end of the first half there. I think clock got down to about 16.4 seconds after they punched in, 16.8, something to that effect. Of course, Maddox came in, took the knee to finish out the first half. For the Red Devils, they're 1 of 2 on third down. No fourth down attempts. No turnovers, as Bryce said. They haven't punted. They've punted the ball one time tonight. One time. I need to write that down. No sacks on the night. No penalties, I think, might be probably the biggest thing.
No penalties is a game changer for any team.
Maddox did have an extra point blocked. Other than that, he is 4 of 5 on the night, and a successful 2-point conversion got them the scoring started off in earnest. Bryce, this has been about as good of a start to everything as Coach Benefield could have hoped for, as Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth, I believe, is making his way up to the box right now.
Yeah, I mean, Coach couldn't have asked for a better start. I mean, changing up the linemen and all that offensive good stuff with Weston and defense, I mean, I say it's going good. They've adapted very quickly, and our DBs, I got to give credit to the DBs. They haven't let a pass get by, really, besides that one. But
yeah,
most of them have been very close, good coverage, and, I mean, you can't ask for much more.
There he is. He opened the door, and the first thing he did was a huge smile. I welcome in a good friend of mine, folks, Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth. Lieutenant Gov, that just is a mouthful. I'm just going to call you Will, if that's okay. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this microphone and chat with you. I appreciate you coming up and spending a few moments with us.
Yeah, Fife's good. Wow. I mean, 22, y'all's line. Y'all are good a running team as I've seen. I mean, just physical, knocked us off the ball. There wasn't much we could do. So super impressed. I mean, Fife is always physical, and man, they're tough.
Well, tell me about. I'm gonna swap mics with this one's not working for some reason. Tell me about, especially that last drive though. A moment ago, I know that some of the younger guys have started to sub just a bit for Fife. A lot of the starters still in though. But the confidence builder, you've got the it's a Washington Husky, W is what it is, but tonight it's Whitesburg Christian. You've got it on. You got a couple of boys out here, but tell me about the confidence builder that plays there late in the half.
Yeah, so I mean at Whitesburg we got a real young team, right? I mean it's if you look out there, our quarterback's a freshman, almost all our receivers are freshmen or sophomores, and then our line. I think we only have one junior or senior that starts on offense. So I think for those guys, getting to go up against a team like Fife. Obviously, great environment here. Getting to score was good. I mean, we're a passing team. We got a decent running, but we're not going to be able to, obviously compete on the line. But I think it was good for them to throw the ball. But, I mean, like I said, y'all are a super physical team and just could, they let off the gas, so they could have kept scoring a bunch. So
I got to ask you, I was proud to get to mention it earlier in the ball game. One of your boys got their hands on the ball on a kickoff there in Hunter, and I mentioned he's 5'6", 100 pounds as a sophomore. Most coaches kind of fudge those numbers a little bit, but how proud of you were for that?
Yeah, he's not 5'6". He'd love that. He's 5'3.5", and he's never weighed 100. He weighs 98, 99, and that was him down here on the punt return too.
Was it?
Yeah, he's one of the punt returners. Yeah. But I think he's probably. I got twins, right? Yeah. Hayes and Hunter. Hunter's the smaller one of the two, and he has to play safety because our safety is normally our starting quarterback. He got banged up, and so Hunter's been in there, and I'm sure he's going to be bruised up tomorrow. But anyway, he's tough. He loves to hit, and it'll be interesting to see how he does the rest of the game. But he loves it, and we're fortunate to have a good coach, Coach Adcock, and we're just still in the process. I think 6th year trying to build a program, and we had a huge win last week over Holly Pond. But I'll tell you what, I mean, y'all are the most physical team I've seen by a long shot. I mean, we were able to at least stop them running the ball, you know. But, I mean, y'all just mow our guys down. I mean, it's impressive.
Coach Adcock knows this, I'm sure, already. You may or may not be aware, but Fife has moshed the line together tonight offensively. They lost one of their starting offensive linemen for the season, messed his elbow up last week in the Geraldine game, and he appears to be done. So they're shuffling some pieces, trying to find what's going to fit in that stead. And the word coach used there at the halftime break when he talked to Bryce earlier was sharp. They did look sharp for the most part, but Whitesburg Christian, we were hailing and giving the lauds and the praises there in the pregame show. This is a program, in spite of it being only in its 6th season, Will, they're already in a position that many teams, especially down the likes of Marshall County, there's a couple down there like Brindley Mountain and Asbury who've taken 10 and 20 years, and they still haven't gotten to some of these heights where Whitesburg is just on the verge the last 4 years of reaching a playoff berth, and they might actually do it this season.
Yeah, it looks like this year we'll be in a 3-way tie, more than like, between us, Holly Pond, Sylvania. So we lost to Sylvania, beat Holly Pond, and then I think Holly Pond beat Sylvania. So if it plays out like we think it will, there'll be a 3-way tie for a 4th, right? And then I was looking at the tiebreaker on that because I don't think they'll – I think it'll end up being like a coin flip.
Good
I mean,
luck
if I was
interpreting
looking at
all
that. Yeah, I was trying to read through that. But I'll say this. I mean, anybody I've seen, I mean, y'all are the most physical team, by far we've seen. I mean, it's they're strong. They're well coached, obviously. I mean, Coach Benefield's a legend. I enjoyed talking to him before the game. He's such a class act and just develops not only great football players but great men. And but talking about Whitesburg, I mean, I think we were 3-3 coming in.
Yep. And
we had a shot to beat Collinsville.
Yeah.
And we really did. We played really well in that game. We matched up well with them because they pass the ball. They just don't run it. And we have good skill players. And then we had a 4th and 8. If we stop them, we win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, and so that was we're having a good year. And I think for us to have a shot, to be in the playoffs, pretty big deal. So,
it is.
And with the young team. I mean, because like I said, I think there's only there's 4 seniors, 2 juniors, and the rest are sophomores and, freshmen.
I've been talking to the fan side for a moment here, the dad side, if you will. I hate to do this, but I'm going to ask you to put on the Lieutenant Governor hat for a moment.
Sure.
I won't get in too much. A lot of folks know that there's some things going on with the AHSAA and the state government trying to work some things out and just make some corrections, right the ship, if you will, in some areas. But I wanted to ask you that, what can we expect? We're getting towards the end of the year. What can we expect from the Alabama State Legislature in the next couple of months here?
Yeah, I mean, so we'll go back in session, for the last session of the quadrennium, right, which is the last session for everybody that was elected. And, fortunate to have a great speaker from DeKalb County, and Nathaniel Ledbetter. It's a good friend of mine. I helped him get elected majority leader when we served in the House. I think what you're going to see this last quadrennium, right, which is the last year of the 4-year sessions, what I mean by that is just continuing to make sure we put more money into great schools like Fife. And fortunately, all across the state, we've got a lot of really good schools, and the education budget's doing really well. So I think when you look at that, I think, potentially teacher pay raises. That's something that I want to try to make sure we do. We've got to continue to take care of our educators. Having more money for, school programs is important. I think looking at ways to how can we continue to relieve the tax burden.
Yeah.
It's expensive to live right now, and so I think we're going to look at that. And then, continuing to do stuff to help businesses come here. I mean, man, I tell you what, I'm proud to be from North Alabama. You look at all the companies moving here, jobs moving here, Space Command coming to Huntsville. It's got to be an exciting time for these kids because when they get out of high school, there's going to be tremendous opportunity in North Alabama to make a living. And, not many of them are going to make a living in football, right? I mean, but there's a lot of opportunity for them to make a great living in aerospace, defense, manufacturing, right? And y'all do a tremendous job right here in DeKalb County and having a really well-trained workforce. So we're fortunate, in what y'all crank out for the state. I mean, DeKalb County's a huge asset. Fife's a big asset. And so I think for the state, just continuing to keep the momentum going, make sure we support good schools, all that stuff with Alabama High, that'll all get worked out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just over, disagreements and all that, but that stuff's minor. No big deal on that.
Yeah.
That'll get worked out. And, then I think just continuing to, how can we help families? How can we help kids? How can we keep our state conservative, right? I mean, I talk to people that move here, and they really like the fact that Alabama's a conservative state, and I think we got to continue to keep it that way.
Yeah, I agree. Final question for you. Are you more excited about Auburn football, what's coming up tomorrow, a huge matchup for the Tigers, or are you more excited about what's coming in about a week or so's time, hunting season? I know you're a big hunters coming up, too.
Yeah, I mean, so truthfully, probably more about hunting season, right? Yeah. I mean, so even though I'm a huge Auburn fan, and I'm thinking that, we play tough in Jordan-Hare, right? But I think Georgia is a good team. We're going to have to play, like, lights out, and we got a really good defense. At Auburn, and the offense, if we can just score some points, we got a shot to beat them. But I like the fact it's at home. I think it'll be a close game. Come down. But no, hunting season, me and the boys already been shooting our, one of my kids named Hunter, right? I mean, so we've already been shooting our bows, and October 15th, I think next Wednesday it comes in.
You're right.
And, we plan on being in the woods next Saturday, and certainly wish all the hunters out there good luck. And, man, I tell you what, one of my favorite things to do outside of sports is spend time in the outdoors. So a lot of fun.
Yeah, as long as I've known you, which it feels a lot longer than truly what it has been, but follow you on social media as well. Don't get to see you that often because of your responsibilities that keep you away. But I think every time I've seen you, at some point there's been the topic of getting to get back in the woods. You've always been a bit of an outdoors man, best I know.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I had a business called Dream Ranch and made my living in the hunting and fishing industry. And You're looking forward to it. But I'll say this to know there's a lot of people out there listening, Fife fans. Y'all got an incredible football team, incredible program. And I think if Coach wins tonight, is it making y'all's coach winningest coach in the state? I understand that right? Or what's
he's still down by 4.
By 4, okay.
To Danny Horn over at Central Clay.
But anyway, he'll
still
get
finds
there.
a way to win down there. I don't know. He just keeps turning them out, too, down there at Central Clay. But
I don't see how anybody's going to beat y'all in 3A. My gosh. I mean, y'all look impressive. So, I mean, from what I've seen.
You need to go in that locker room over there and talk to Benefield again. He'll inform you.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some. Anyway, hey, great to be with y'all.
Will, I appreciate
it. If anybody's
you,
out there, if I can help y'all anyway, next year and a half as Lieutenant Governor, let me know.
We'll make sure to put you in contact with Will should you ever need, folks. Be right back with you as we continue with the Applebee's Halftime Report here on the Fun Radio Sports Network presented by Superior RV. Fife is up 42-7 over Whitesburg Christian here at the halftime break. Stay with us as we continue on here from Paul Benefield Stadium.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
When it's time to celebrate that special person or team, call the professionals at North Alabama Trophies. Deborah Crawford and her staff offer a wide variety of plaques and trophies in different sizes and designs. And don't forget, North Alabama Trophies is more than just plaques and trophies. Designing magnets, sports uniforms, t-shirts, custom sweatshirts, and children's clothing, and offers embroidery for hats, shirts, and more. 759 Main Street East in Rainsville. Call 256-638-8572. North Alabama Trophies.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer top-of-the-line products, over 50 years of training and expertise. Look your best, feel your best, be your best. With our signature relaxation treatments to our therapeutic services or our Medi-Spa treatments, we have something for everyone. Call us today at 256-638-9772 or 638-9-SPA to start your wellness journey today.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank, PIBonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 466340. Go Red Devils!
Petals Flower Shop is proud to support Big Red and is owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. Jennifer takes the time to understand her clients' needs, making every interaction personal and thoughtful. Petals Flower Shop offers a wide selection of beautiful, fresh, and soaked flowers. Daily deliveries available for funerals, weddings, or any special occasion. Call 256-623-2763. Like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook or stop by their new location at 2236 Main Street, Shiloh in Rainsville, right beside W.T. Wilson Funeral Home. Petals Flower Shop, thoughtfully arranged, beautifully delivered.
A cracked windshield isn't just a distraction, it's a hazard. That's why Rainsville Glass, LLC, owned by Josh and Randa Brandon, is here to give you peace of mind. Rainsville Glass handles more than just auto glass. They also offer residential, business, and commercial glass services. From repairing power windows to replacing a cracked window at home to upgrading storefront glass, they do it all with quality you can trust. Call today for a quote at 256-638-7888 or stop by 3204 Main Street East. Rainsville Glass, LLC. Clear solutions for your car, home, or business.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
Back to the Applebee's Halftime Show on 92.7 HD2. Applebee's in Fort Payne, eating good in the neighborhood.
I want to say a huge thank you to Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth for stopping by and spending a few moments with us here at the halftime break. Took a few pictures with him, and Bryce felt like he was meeting a celebrity.
Yeah, I kind of did. I mean,
he's like, heck, I'll take a picture with him.
Like, yeah, I'll take a picture. Might as well. He's a big guy, and the politicians and stuff get my name out there, try my best,
You want to be a politician?
Hey, whatever makes the money.
God help you, my friend.
Networking. That's what it's all about.
That's exactly right. Let's go to the Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard. At halftime, it is Fort Payne on top of Gadsden City, 24-10. Fairview leads Priceville, 14-3. West Point and East Limestone locked in a tight one, best I can tell, tied at 0 with defensive slugfest. It does appear there. Coleman shutting out Columbia 22-0. It appears that streak is going to move on to 98 straight games. Geraldine routing Brindley Mountain 42-0. It is Brewer and Boaz locked in a tight one, 7-6. Boaz on top of Brewer at last check. Austin shutting out Bob Jones 21-0. Trying to find a couple of more scores here for you. And this thing just rotated on me here. I apologize. Give me just a second to gather my bearings. Gunnersville and Scottsboro. Scottsboro fell to Brewer last week in a bit of a stunner. They are locked in a tight one tonight, 10-all with the Gunnersville Wildcats, a battle of the Wildcats in that one. And, of course, the folks that normally listen to A-Rab Nights football tonight, A-Rab with the night off, they're monitoring that game very closely. I think most of the crew from the A-Rab crew is at that ball game. And Buckhorn falling to Southside right now, 5-0. That might be one of the more interesting scores of the evening. All right, we are going to take one more break as we've got about a minute left in this second half warm-up period. This has been the Applebee's Halftime Report. We thank you for listening. We'll be back with the start of the second half right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
This has been the Applebee's Halftime Show, presented by your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood. The second half kickoff is on its way next on Fun Radio.
Get ready to build your ultimate trio at Applebee's in Fort Payne. Choose 3 appetizers from our mouth-watering selection of 10 and pair them with 3 irresistible dipping sauces. From classic bone-in wings to brew pub pretzels and beer cheese dip, mozzarella sticks to chicken quesadillas and more, there's endless combinations, making every bite a new adventure. Open 7 days a week. Visit your local Applebee's restaurant in Fort Payne at 111 Airport Road West. Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
With 7 championship trophies, we're going to need a bigger shelf. The Fife Red Devils on Fun Radio.
Back here with you as we prepare for the start of the third quarter. Fife up 42-7. And Fife will kick off to start the second half. Maddox Doss will handle the kickoff duties. Our second half kickoff brought to you by Fife Pharmacy, the Health Mart pharmacy that cares for you and about you. It's Fife Pharmacy bringing you our second half kickoff. Fife up 42-7. No indication right now of a shortened second half here. They put 12 minutes on the clock. Doesn't mean it won't run, but highly doubtful. Kickoff return, creating lightning here for Whitesburg Christian. Maddox Doss, the kicker, stays behind and is able to make the tackle on the return man. That is Parker Blair, the freshman. And he will get it up to the 46-yard line and set Whitesburg Christian up in good field position to start this second half, Greg.
Yeah, they found a mismatch over there. That's 3 kickoffs in a row where they've ran that ball back at least 30 to 45 yards over on that left side of our kickoff coverage. So they found something in there and been able to create a crease.
First down and 10 for Whitesburg Christian at the 46. There's some confusion from the wide receivers. They're telling them to get off the field. Too many men on the field. They didn't huddle, though, so there's no penalty for that. First down and 10 at the 46. Nice hole and a nice boom, Lord, at midfield. Knocks him forward for about a yard. Second down and 5. Cook, the ball carrier. Several red jerseys in on the tackle. None other than that number 22 that our lieutenant governor was bragging about there, Bryce Tetherow laying the boom.
Oh, no, that was actually Freeman laying the boom. Gibson's the one that was holding him up. Freeman came in lowering that helmet. Our safety.
Well, there was a 2 in there somewhere.
Yeah, Gibson was the one holding him up.
I was putting in a cough drop. Second down and 5. Tight end comes in motion right to left. Pistol formation, handoff to Cook. Cook is harassed in the backfield for a yard loss. Third down upcoming. 3rd down and 6. On the tackle for Fife Big Country, Ian Slayton.
Speaking of sticking a big paw out there, he did an excellent job. Got about 2 yards deep in that backfield and would not let go.
3rd down and 6 to go. Whitesburg's first 3rd down attempt of the second half. 10:45 left to go in the third. Fife up 42-7. Whitesburg put a score very late on the board in the first half to keep from being shut out. 3-step drop. Taking the check down, and it goes for a yard loss. 4th down as Connor Hutchison is all over Cook. Hayden Parker tries to come in late to help clean things up. Bryson Green holding on to the ankles. I think you called him a little ankle biter earlier this year.
Yeah, he's proving my point, but that's what you need. You can't go nowhere without an ankle. So
4th down.
Hey, I was the same way. It works. It works.
I set you up for that, so I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
4th down from the 49-yard line. 2 minutes gone by. Punter taking a few practice swings here, just trying to get it out quick. Fife will not come after this. It's a high but very short kick. Maddox gets under it, calls for the fair catch at the 32-yard line very wisely. Well, very quick kick by Whitesburg, albeit not a very long kick there, Greg. Only about, net yardage of 18?
Yeah, and I think he's still got a little bit of nerves back there from the 2 blocks that he's had. So, he was just more concerned about getting that away than actually sitting there and putting the foot into it.
And one of those blocks was because the ball went over his head. He couldn't handle the snap. 1st down and 10. Maddox and company back in the ball game. Starters. Maddox straight up the gut. He goes right at the line to gain, it appears. 1st down pickup brought to you by Liberty Bank. And indeed it is a 10-yard gain for Maddox. Doss at the 42-yard line, just a hair past it. Just shy of being an 11-yard pickup.
And I'm going to say something right now I shouldn't say, but this has been a really clean game. We've had the 1 offsides and the 1 holding call on a kickoff, and that's been it.
You've done it now.
I know. I wanted to extend the game a little bit.
Greg, you know what's happening next. Come on.
It's always me with the broadcasters, Jinx. What are you doing? 1st down and 10 at the 42. Snap, give, Ryder Gibson a hole up the gut. Shugs off one man. He's got one man holding on for dear life. And he'll finally bring him down at the Whitesburg 39-yard line, make it the 38. But what a run. I'm just as impressed, though, I think, with the tackle, Bryce Tutherow, by that young man from Whitesburg Christian, the Graham Williams. We called his name a bit tonight. This is going to be a young man, only a sophomore, for Coach Adcock, that I've got a feeling he will make some plays big time for Whitesburg in the future.
Oh, 100%. I mean, tackling Gibson in the open field is not an easy task to do, and he's done it. Is that his second or 3rd time tonight?
Probably 5th or 6th.
Oh, 5th or 6th, yeah.
As far as just making a tackle, period, goes.
That's just proving my point right there. I mean, that's a feat to do, and he's doing it quite well.
The other Ryder Smith, gets the handoff here, slides to a tackle. He's gone. 10-5, touchdown, Red Devils. That's a 38-yard plunge, if you will. And put another 6 on the board for Fife. 48-7. Our extra point pending, brought to you by Navexa Marketing. Navexa Marketing, driven by data and defined by design. I think we got another kicker coming in. Maddox looks like he's going to hold the ball, maybe. Ryder Smith is in there as well. They're checking. Let's see. Now we're going to have another kicker.
Jay Carter
Lyles. This is his first extra point attempt of the season. He needs the tee, young man.
Going old school with the boot on.
Did he just say stool?
Hey, I did. Old school. My bad. Hey, watch the grammar. I'm watching the grammar.
5 seconds left on the play clock. Ryder Smith will hold. Here's the snap. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. And the kick is right down the middle for Jay Carter Lyles.
It hit the S right in the middle of that FSB on the top there. You can't get more dead true than that.
That's the 3rd young man to attempt an extra point this season. Hayden Parker and Maddox Doss, the other 2. 49-7 our score. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to Fife Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV. Stay with us right here.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major's striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2.
49-7 our score. Red Devils on top. Maddox, low knuckleball kick. Reined in at around the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. Ryder Smith, woohoo! We got a 7-on-7 crime here as Ryder Smith came flying in. Almost had a bad angle, but it's still able to reach out, wrap his arms around the shoulder pads there, Greg, and just sling him down.
Yeah, I think Coach Benfield had enough of that return up the right side there and made sure that kickoff was over here towards the left side, and they never could get over to that side of the field.
Yeah, before that kickoff, he was giving them a good talking before they went over there. So
I'm glad we were in a commercial break because I caught part of that.
Yeah, I did too.
He was not happy. First down and 10 at the 31-yard line. He sent his senior to go take him out, by the way. 3 spread wide left, 1 to the right. Tailback in for protection. Lavelle has all the time in the world. He gets a pass complete, but the man who caught it just fell down. Henry Nuehid, he had a little bit of space there. He just, I don't know, lost his footing there, Greg?
Yeah, I think he slipped just a little bit trying to make a cut. I don't think it was like hearing the footsteps or anything. I think he just lost his footing over there.
Nevertheless, it's at about 11 or 12-yard gain up to the 42-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10, moving right to left. 8:05 left to go in the third. Fife up 49-7. We'll check our Collins Constructor scoring recap coming up right after this with Bryce Tutherow, our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter. Woohoo! Fife sent only 4. But man, oh man, did that man right up the gut get pressure, all kinds of pressure, up in the grill Lavelle and forced that ball out of there quickly before Lavelle was even ready to throw.
he wasn't ready, but it hit his dude right in the hands. It was a bullet, but it went right between both of his guys, hit both their hands, and went down.
All right, Bryce, you get one more opportunity before we give the score and recap here. Second down now after that incomplete pass. Man comes in motion from the slot left, right. Now he goes back to the slot left. Quick step, throw, near side, high points the football and comes down at about the 46-yard line. Does Reed Nuehid. I'm sure that's the brother of Henry. Probably, maybe twins, I'm sure of it. I think there's a lot of twins at Whitesburg Christian.
You know, that's what we should have asked the lieutenant governor is how to pronounce it.
You're right. You're right. Third down and 6 upcoming. Bryce, give us our Collins Constructor scoring recap.
Yeah, it was a 5 with a total of 3 plays for 68 yards. And then it was Ryder Smith on a run for 38 yards for the touchdown. And it took them 1 minute and 10 to get it done.
Third down and 6 to go. Lavelle in trouble. Hayden Parker in pursuit, and he's going to go down. Slide again. He only gets a yard. Fourth down upcoming. And on to the field comes the punting unit for Whitesburg Christian.
I'm just glad that's not Mahomes because they've been throwing roughing the passer penalties all night long, man.
Well, you're not wrong.
No.
Oh, well, I forget what game it was I was watching, but in the text thread we had going, if that's Brady or Mahomes, that's a flag all day. I forget what game it was. Punt away for Whitesburg Christian. Maddox Doss reins it in at the 28-yard line. Can you remember what it was?
I don't remember what game it was, but it was against Ty Simpson. Somebody just, hit him so late.
Was it the Georgia game?
It may have been.
Coach looking for a little bit of substitution here. He'll get Parker Kennard in the game. Ryder Gibson will sub out. First down and 10 at the 28-yard line as the Red Devils go to work.
Wouldn't surprise me if that's the last time we see Ryder on offense.
Well, I get to do the stats tonight and look forward to maybe a bit of an easier night with stats where he's concerned. Here's Hayden Parker looking to make it easy, too. Hayden Parker, one man to beat. Can the feet take it all the way? They can. 10-5 touchdown, Red Devils.
And it's a whole lot easier to keep him on the sidelines when that's his replacement.
My goodness gracious. Stop me if you've heard it before. A one-play drive from the Fife Red Devils. Normally you're saying a 22 or a 24 as of late. That's a single digit. That's a number 6.
You know, and you'll get people that don't pay attention to the game talking about Fife running up scores and stuff, and it's a simple handoff. I mean, a simple handoff off the left side there, and there's nothing you can do to keep them from scoring.
Yep. Hayden Parker will now tip the extra point. He's got to be gassed. He'll be a straight-on kicker. I don't think he put the boot on. Low snap. Maddox gets it down, and it is up, and it's good from Hayden Parker. The third man to attempt the extra point tonight is up and good. So we've had a 3, a 6, and a 63? No, 62 attempts the extra point. 56-7, our extra point presented by Navexa Marketing, driven by data, defined by design. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Right after this, you're listening to Fife Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in Fife. Call 256-440-1520 for a quote today or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
With 7 championship trophies, we're going to need a bigger shelf. The Fife Red Devils on Fun Radio.
As our big voice guys there says, I hope we need a little bit more room on the trophy shelf. And according to our Lieutenant Governor, we might be headed that way. His lips to God's ears over the course of the next 8-9 weeks. Return for Whitesburg Christian gets brought out to the 34-yard line. Bryce Tutherow with us, our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter. He's got our Collins Constructors scoring recap.
Yeah, it was just one play from Fife for a total of 72 yards. It only took him 14 seconds, and it was Hayden Parker on the run for the total of that 72 yards.
Collins Constructors dig deep, build better. You know, I'm going to have to use some of those guys at some point to get a little bit done around the house. You know, we've got some projects we've been wanting to get done for a few years. We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to do something with the Collins Constructors crew. They do a fine job. First down and 10 at the 34. Quick drop, throwing right, caught. Was his foot in bounds? No. Boy, what he had a catch, magnificent catch, just wasn't in bounds.
Yep, little back shoulder, not a fade there, but a little back shoulder up that sideline there, and if he could have got a foot down.
Good night of living.
That was still a heck of a catch. Even if you don't get your feet in, that's still a heck of a catch.
Second down and 10. That's one of those that, while it doesn't count, if you're that young man, you still kind of put it on the highlight reel to say, look, I've got the hands. Just had to get my feet in bounds a little bit more. Deuces split wide to each side. Man, on a comeback, was he in bounds again? And they will say this time he did get the feet down. That'll be Henry. No way. No way. I'm going to get this right. Third down and 4 for Whitesburg Christian. They're going a little bit up tempo here, Bryce.
Oh, yeah, they're speeding things up. They're in the huddle for maybe 5 seconds, and they're breaking it out and lining back up already. But see if it works.
5:39 left to go. Third down and 4. Here's a throw, comeback, and a diving attempt, and it's caught.
Well, I guess it's working.
Trapped that football, did Henry, at the 49-yard line. And that's a heck of a ball catch, too, there. As much as we've talked about the cerebral of the freshman at quarterback, you got to give Henry there some they've gone his way 3 straight times, and he's made some fabulous catches.
Yeah, he really has. And, again, that was not an easy catch. The ball wasn't thrown really that well, but he made a fantastic catch.
Wonderful adjustment. This time, Lavelle will not look his way. He's got a man wide open, and he can't hit him. Overthrows him. Had a man, cannot hit him in stride, as he had beaten the defense of the Red Devils, especially in the secondary. And we've got a Red Devil man down. And I don't know if he got hit in the groin or what. His helmet is off. We're gonna take a break. Trainers are out taking a look at the man down for Fife.
It's Caden Wilkes.
Let's take the timeout. We'll be back in a moment right after this. You're listening to Fife Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV.
For 3 generations, Watkins Heating and Cooling has been your trusted name in HVAC service. Proudly serving Jackson and DeKalb counties since 1987, we offer extensive residential and commercial heating and cooling solutions. Our team at Watkins Heating and Cooling is dedicated to your comfort and satisfaction. We're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call us today at 256-657-2371 or visit WatkinsHeatingandCoolingLLC.com. Watkins Heating and Cooling LLC, where quality service runs in the family. Alabama license number 21097.
In DeKalb County, your voice matters. Stay connected with Voice of DeKalb, where we celebrate your stories and keep you connected to the community. From local news to high school sports and events, Voice of DeKalb reports only the good news because that's what we need in today's time. Have breaking or exciting news, or maybe a feel-good story to share with your hometown? Tell us about it at voiceofdecab.com or email Marla at voiceofdecab.com. Call us at 256-605-4427. Your voice, your stories, your DeKalb.
Fife Red Devil Football, now live on Fun 92.7 HD2.
Ball thrown up, tipped into the air, and intercepted. And once again, Lavelle was under pressure that time, had to throw it, couldn't step up to it, and had to just use the gun, sling it as far as he could. The ball got tipped up into the air and intercepted by the Fife Red Devils' Jackson Godwin, the 5'10", 150-pound sophomore. I think that's the first time I can recall calling his name this year.
I don't remember hearing it before, but that was a heck of a tip drill right there. Kept his eye on the ball and went there and got it.
That'll be the 11th turnover in Fife's favor this season, gentlemen.
Heck of a first time to get your name called out as well.
Yeah.
First down and 10 for Fife at the 18-yard line with 5 minutes exactly left to go here in this third quarter. Up 56-7. Man comes in motion, Ian Patterson. Luke Dobbins in at quarterback. He'll fake it to Patterson and keep it, Will Dobbins. He might get 2 yards up to the 20. Second down and 8 upcoming. Second down and 8. Remind you that tomorrow, coming up on Fun Radio, both Fun 92.7 and 104.9 FM, the Alabama Crimson Tide on the road to Columbia, Missouri to battle the Missouri Tigers' third straight game where Alabama will play a top 25 matchup. I think the third of 5 straight as of this week, right?
If you're playing in the SEC, you might as well just say, we're playing a top 25 opponent and just get it over with.
About every week, mind you.
Yeah, you got to be ready to play lots out every week or you're going to get beat.
Second down and 8. Here's a give. Patterson up the gut he goes. Somehow found a little bit of a crease and is still going here across the 25 to the 26-yard line. It'll be a third down and about 2 upcoming.
Once again, talking about Patterson turning them feet. I mean, he just got about 5 extra yards after contact. He got hit at the line and just kept plowing.
You bought a ticket, did you?
I did.
Ticket to support the cross-country team.
Exactly. We didn't have cross-country teams back in my day. You played football, basketball, and football. That was your choices.
Well, may the odds ever be in your favor. Third down and 2. This isn't Biloxi, by the way.
No.
Third down and 2. Here is a give. Ian Patterson, he might get a yard. It'll be fourth down.
I was also going to say, I do not volunteer as tribute, by the way.
One thing I do want to note, that list we were looking at earlier, the stats on third and fourth down conversions this season, in particular on the offensive side of the ball. You know, while 5 came into the night, 10 of 23 on third down and just 2 of 6 on fourth down, not only do they not see those downs a whole terrible lot offensively, but some of those numbers, a bit askew. You have to take them with a bit of a grain of salt. Some of these is with the young guys. And coach is saying, look, just run right up the middle.
Yeah, and again, nothing wrong with that because, I mean, that's exactly what it is, though. It's a lot of the young guys.
Maddox will punt the ball away. Reined in at the 41. Man, turning. It's Henry, and he ends up running into a problem at the 40-yard line. I couldn't tell who made the tackle.
I couldn't either. He tried to pull that old Jerry Judy right there, reversing field, but it didn't quite work out.
That was just the host of Red Devils tackles, as JJ would say.
Well, there it is. We got over halfway through the third, and we've got a host of Red Devils reference. Yeah. And it didn't come from me.
I'm trying my best out here.
First down and 10. You're doing fine. You're doing fine, young man. You're doing fine. First down and 10 at the 40, moving right to left as you listen. Man comes in motion from left to right. It'll be a give. Cook, right side, now cuts it back up the middle. Gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line where he is met by a couple of Red Devil defenders, including Parker Godwin. Or, excuse me, Hayden. No, gosh, I'm messing this up. Parker Kennard.
There we go. There you go, Adam.
Listen, we got too many Haydens. We got too many Parkers.
Doesn't he go to your church? I think.
Don't you?
Yeah, forgetting his name. No, I'll mess with you, Adam.
Second down and 4. And a 2-yard run will set up third down and 2 from Cook on the tackle. I'm going to have to start getting my binoculars out here just to see some of these numbers. That is Stephen Gilbert, the 6', 183-pound sophomore. And it'll be third down and 2 upcoming. We'll check our Rainsville Glass in-game scoreboard in a moment with 1:40 left to go in the third. Big region matchup, not terribly far from here up in Collinsville. Last report, it's 21-13 Collinsville on top in that one. Third down and 2. Lavelle throws a rocket of a pass, and Henry is going to bring it in for the first down in Red Devil territory at the 47-yard line. Third down conversion there for Whitesburg. Only their 5th one tonight, but they've converted 2 straight here in the second half.
That was a heck of a pass. I mean, he had no choice but to catch it. I mean, right in the chest. I mean, it was a bullet, but straight to the chest. Got to catch those, and he did.
He does go to my church. You do too. You going to be on time this week?
Should be. Should be.
First down and 10 at the 47, and got to be careful. A couple of late hits coming in here. There's one though I want to bring up. Good to see that young man. He experienced a bit of a health scare a few weeks ago in a JV game in Cooper Mays. On the field tonight, wearing, I forget what the name of that.
Guardian.
A Guardian cap. That's right, a Guardian cap on the helmet. And basically, what that is extra protection, a padded protection strapped across the entirety of the helmet, minus the face area of the face mask. And it's just trying to keep him from being concussed again. A 5-step drop. Lavelle having to roll it to his left. Pump fakes, fires, caught near side and stepping out of bounds. Getting a bit of a help out of bounds at that from Noah Patterson.
I think it was more of a hit out of bounds than a step. Patterson came over there flying.
Great job by the quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, though. He was under pressure, had a chance to run the ball, but kept his eyes downfield and found that receiver for the first down.
This freshman, can I say that? This freshman is going to be sensational for Coach Adcock in the very near future. Handoff to Cook. Straight up the gut he goes, bounces it out to the right side. Splitting defenders, splitting his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aiden Cook, as time expires on the third quarter clock.
Fantastic cutback, especially right there about the 10-yard line where he just kind of stuck the foot in the ground and took it back up towards the middle, and there's nobody able there to touch him.
Second score of the night for Whitesburg Christian. On to attempt the extra point is going to be Price Crunkleton. Snap is good. Hold is good. Spun around, and the kick is up, and the kick. Goodness gracious, that shot right through the uprights. Did you see that, Joker?
He's a kicker.
Good night. Didn't even touch the net behind it. That thing ended up in the playground over at the new fence that they put up. Good night of living. All right, that is the end of the third quarter as Whitesburg draws just a hair closer with the extra point attempt. 56-14 is our score as we get set for the fourth quarter of play here in Class 3A, Region 8, Fife, and Whitesburg Christian. We'll be back right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network presented by Superior RV.
It takes personal commitment to build a winning football team like the Fife Red Devils. The same personal commitment you'll experience with W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel in Rainsville. A personal commitment to provide you with the care you expect and deserve. A personal commitment to provide affordable funeral services. More than just words, it's a personal commitment from W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Highway 75, Rainsville. Congratulations, Red Devils. Your personal commitment has made us proud.
Looking to clear land, prep a site, or lay the groundwork for your next big project? Collins Constructors brings the muscle, the machines, and the mindset to get it done right. From excavation and grading to forestry, mulching, and underground utilities, we dig deep so you don't have to. Whether it's small residential jobs to large-scale commercial projects, when you're ready to break ground, don't just hire anyone. Visit collinsconstructors.com or call 256-440-0386. Collins Constructors, proudly built on faith. Dig deep. Build better.
Begin final countdown. Now more Red Devil play-by-play.
Fourth quarter.
On Fun 92.7.
It's the fourth quarter here at Paul Benefield Stadium. The Fife Red Devils entertaining the Whitesburg Christian Warriors on senior night, 56-14 our score. Thank God for the Guardian cap on that last kickoff as Cooper Mays fielded the kickoff and took an absolute pop to the helmet. Talking about that Guardian cap a moment ago before the break and letting you know, you see them, especially in the NFL, some in college, but they've really taken a kin to the NFL. Here's a give. Patterson, left side, can't go anywhere. He might lose a yard. They will say that. They will say a yard loss. Coach Benefield says, quit running scared.
Well, I think that's what Bryce talks about, that he tried to bounce that outside, and he's probably going to see that in the film room on Sunday, too, where he should have just kept that ball where it was meant to be.
Yeah, that's a rewind about 6 times.
Just 6?
If it's a good day.
Well, and for us, you knew that Householder was about to say, heck of an effort in this most extreme sarcastic voice you could think of.
Second down and 11. Chase Hutcherson gets his first handoff of the night. End around, right side. Tries to spin out of a tackle. He'll get brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 for Chase. Third down and 5 upcoming for the Red Devils. Luke Dobbins in at quarterback. He'll continue to command this offense. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears and Bryce Tutherow down on our Ace Auto Sales sideline tonight. Oh, yeah. That's kind of gorgeous there. Backdrop over the graveyard, too.
Ah, perfect.
Well, as the final, 10 minutes or so, 10 and a half is left in the regular season home finale for the Red Devils. It'll be Chase Hutcherson getting his second carry and busting free to daylight. Oh, I jinxed him. Henry's going to be able to drag him down from behind, but what a huge run. I believe maybe the longest run of the season for Chase Hutcherson down to the 41-yard line, a Liberty Bank first down.
The safety stayed home. He said, you talk about a touchdown save and tackle. That was one right there.
That was a Liberty Bank first down pickup right there. Was that a third down or second down?
I believe that was third, was it not?
It was a third, yes.
Yeah.
Third down. I got to mark this right. I'm trying to do this right. I'll have to go back and take every note again. I'm trying to be better about my note taking. That's going to make them 2 of 4 on the night, by the way, on third down. First down and 10 at the Whitesburg 41. Low snap, digging it out of the dirt is Dobbins. Dobbins gives it to Patterson. Patterson, a little hesitation move right up the gut. They'll get brought down at the 31-yard line. That is the line to gain. It should be a Liberty Bank first down. I don't see that. Now there's the motion, and indeed it is a Liberty Bank first down. A huge pickup there for the Red Devils.
Good run by Patterson, finding them open holes, cutting back and forth, trying to gain some yards. That was nice. And once again, about 4 yards after contact.
First down and 10 at the 31-yard line. We will check our Rainsville Glass in-game scoreboard coming up in just a bit. I'm just now getting text about a Walmart service that I had done on my truck hours ago. I thought folks were maybe texting with scores, but nope. Walmart, the service department is now closed, but yet they're just now texting me for some reason. Lucas Dobbins. I'm falling out of the chair.
Careful, Grace.
We barely got that play off there.
Yeah,
Play call got down to 1 and snapping the ball.
He got stuck looking at the moon. Second down and 7. We're starting to get a little la-la-loopsy around here. Going to enjoy a senior night win, will the Fife Red Devils. It's just a matter of what the final score will be at this point. I believe the quad or quince player over there for the Fife Red Devil Marching Band is playing Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I think you were right.
Second down and 7. Ian Patterson gets the handoff. had the opportunity to cut it to the outside had he wanted it, but I believe he's probably under strict instruction. Stay inside as best you can. And that will be a Liberty Bank first down. Bryce, is that tough when you've got that kind of instruction? Hey, look, don't try to embarrass him. You still have to play the game, but if you don't have to cut it outside, don't. Is that hard to do as a young man?
It is, and especially whenever you just see about one guy in the middle, and then there's, it looks like open grass in the out, but there's really not, because there's a cornerback safety somewhere out there.
Sure.
So I mean, it's kind of hard to read it, but you just got to keep playing, and eventually you just kind of mature and learn when to cut and when not to.
First down and 10 at the 21-yard line. Hutcherson, Chase gets the carry again. Chase, ever so close, down to about the 4, maybe the 3-yard line. I think right at the 3 is where they'll mark it. First and goal upcoming for Chase Hutcherson and company there. Give it to him again. Give it to him again.
I feel bad for that right thigh of his. I think that's twice he has gotten taken out on his right thigh.
I feel sorry for your English teacher.
English is my least subject.
Taken, my young man, taken out.
Chase entered tonight with 1 touchdown on the season and 76 total yards on the ground. Safe to say he is well above that now. A couple of huge runs here for Chase Hutcherson. Let's see if he gets the call again. He will indeed, coming near side, and he's got the edge. Touchdown, Red Devils. Give him 2 on the year now. 62-14 is the score. And just for good measure, in case anybody is wondering, Chase already led big brother Connor in yardage. They were tied for touchdowns on the season. Chase, the younger brother, now also leads the senior brother in that department as well. But to be fair, as Connor would say, he has had more than double the carries than Connor this season now.
It's all about the percentages.
And look at this. A 4th, 5th kicker, something like this, and it's not good. Ian Patterson's extra point attempt up and no good. Yep, I jinxed him. Sorry about that. Let's take a quick break. 62-14 is our score. Navexa Marketing with our extra point attempt. Back in a moment.
Ready to lose weight and feel great? The Diet Consultants in Fort Wayne are here and ready to help. Owner Russell Hutcherson, CRNP, helps patients achieve their weight loss goals with weight loss medications and nutrition planning catered specifically to each patient with no consultation fees. Visit us at 1600 Galt Avenue South or call 256-426-3693 to schedule your appointment today and receive a new patient discount. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. The Diet Consultants. Your success is our priority.
Whether personal or business, taxes or record keeping, you could always use help. Think ABC. That's right, ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants. With more than 25 years experience in helping people, owner Melody Coker and Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants can provide you with professional tax preparation and financial accounting. With tax season fast approaching, ABC can help you be prepared for upcoming tax readiness and will be there for you when it's time to do your tax returns. So think ABC, Accounting Bookkeeping Consultants in Fife and Rainsville. Call 256-638-3335.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2.
At the White Hat in disbelief.
A little confusion there on the kickoff. Return man is going to be blown dead the moment he catches the football at the 21-yard line. Apparently he signaled for a fair catch. I didn't catch it. I was blocked a little bit. Apparently he did, and he took off running. They blew the whistle. He didn't like it. He was not happy. But you boys both say you saw it.
It was one of the best fair catches I've seen in a while.
First down and 10 at the 21-yard line. Aiden Cook, pressure in the backfield. He'll find a way to squeeze out a yard, I do believe, to the 22-yard line. Second down and 9 upcoming for the Warriors, who still have the starters in. With 6.5 left to go, Bryce Tutherow has got our Collins Constructor scoring recap.
Yes, I do. It was a total of 9 plays for 70 yards, and it took them 4 minutes, 58 seconds, and then it was Chase Hutcherson on a run for 4 yards for the touchdown.
Second down and 9. Man goes in motion from left to right. They'll give to Cook again. Cook finds a little daylight coming to the near side. He'll get forward momentum stopped at the 31-yard line, roughly, maybe the 30. They'll say the 30, which is about a yard shy of the line to gain. 3rd down and 1 upcoming for Whitesburg Christian. Bryce, I got to ask you a question. Does the burger smell good as the smoke has almost completely covered this top right half of the stadium?
Shockingly, I don't smell it, but I do see it. It's covering the whole field right now.
I'll say I can't smell it, but it still makes me want one.
It's too late for me to eat like that. 3rd down and 1. I think he's got it. He does, 32-yard line. That's second effort.
Yeah, good tough running right there. That second effort got the first down because he was hit there at the 30, maybe even behind the 30 a little bit. Just kind of kept his feet churning and stuck his helmet out there and got it.
Cook on the conversion. They are now 3 of 5 in the second half. A far cry better than the first half numbers.
You know, even with this kind of score, what you see from these guys that you don't see in some teams is effort. There isn't a lack of effort out there.
I think you're right about that. 1st down and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action, pressure immediately. Lavelle's going to step up and throw. Finds a man open across the middle. It is caught, and the mouthpiece goes flying at the end of it. 1st down pickup for Whitesburg Christian on the reception there for the Warriors. That is going to be, and I've misplaced my roster again. I apologize. That is going to be Parker Blair. 1st down and 10 at the 45. I'm about to throw some of this away. Lavelle, 5-step drop, just a bit outside.
I'm telling you, though, under pressure, he is as cold as my ex-wife's heart. I mean, he is cool back there.
Yeah, he does not let pressure get to him. He just sits there, and he's like, all right, dude's open, throws it. He don't rush himself.
There's the line of the night. I've been waiting on one. Might not be your best, but it's pretty darn good for this one.
That heart was pretty cold, guys, let me tell you.
Oh, me. 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Lavelle rolls out right. Pass caught at midfield, slices and dices through a couple of men, and is going to be brought down around the 47-yard line. That is Noah Patterson, says the public address announcer, Danny Ashley.
Just a fantastic open field tackle, though. Yeah. I mean, that is exactly how you teach it right there. Locked up, pushed him back. I mean, great tackle.
Keep those feet running just like he does. I mean, that was beautiful.
Plainview at last report has taken a 20-18 lead over North Jackson from the Rainsville Glass in-game scoreboard, as we've got a 3rd down run by Cook here, which will pick up 3 for the 1st down.
And actually, I have it as 28-18. I don't know which one's accurate.
So they're extending the lead, then you say?
According to this.
4 straight 3rd down pickups for the Whitesburg Christian Warriors in this second half after going 0 of 2 to start. 1st down and 10, pass, far left side in the flat, caught. And a 1st down pickup at the 31. Whitesburg finding themselves a bit here late in this ball game with 3:40 remaining. Don't forget, following us, coming up in a bit, we will have the post-game pulse presented by Play Well Performance. Jeremiah Williamson, Cody Walker, Ken Williams with the coverage of all the high school fun finals in the Fun Media Group listening area. All kinds of time to throw. Man open down the field. Incomplete. 2nd down. Looking for Henry on that one. It'll be a 2nd down attempt coming for Whitesburg Christian. In coverage for the Fife Red Devils, Noah Patterson. Noah got out of phase for just a moment, Bryce, and that allowed Henry to find some open space.
Oh, yeah, if Henry would have just let up on that ball just a little bit, that would have been a perfect pass right to the open guy. I mean, he had the wide receiver here hesitated, and it got that DB Patterson over here to kind of hesitate as well, and just the speed.
This kid for Whitesburg Christian has got the potential to be the best dual-threat quarterback in this region in the next year or so. Pass goes in and out of the hand, and oh boy, he's upset with himself. Oh boy. In and out of the hands of Graham Williams, who has played very well tonight, has the sophomore. He is absolutely beside himself that he let that one literally, Greg, slip through his arms.
Yeah, just, you got to look it in. You got to catch that ball before you start worrying about running with it.
I'm going to say, I said this on Coach's Breakfast this morning. He tried to Ryan Williams that thing, cradling it with a body instead of using the hands.
Yeah, you got to catch with your hands.
What do I know? I didn't play receiver. 3rd down and 10. Lavelle has to throw under pressure. He's got a man open in the end zone, and this time Graham makes up for it with a touchdown reception. Well, there you are.
Went right back to him, gave him another shot to redeem himself, and he sure did take advantage of it.
Indeed he did. Big time 3rd down conversion. They are 5 for 5 on their last 5 3-point conversion attempts. What was that? Was that a siren?
Yeah, fire truck or ambulance, either one.
I thought I heard somebody screaming.
Extra point attempt is up and good. 62-21 is our score late in the 4th quarter. We'll take a quick break to be back right after this. You're listening to Fife Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
No credit or bad credit? No problem at Ace Auto Sales. Hi, I'm Ace, and here at Ace Auto Sales, we know life happens. That's why we're here to help you drive away in a car you'll love. With hassle-free financing and unbeatable deals, you could be on the road in about 30 minutes. Every car now comes with a warranty for added peace of mind. Our customers keep coming back, and we think you will too. Visit us at Ace Auto Sales and browse our inventory at aceautosalesonline.com. That's aceautosalesonline.com.
Turn your backyard into an unforgettable playground with an inflatable rental from Air Kids Inflatable Rentals. Choose from a variety of bounce houses, cow trains, water slides, obstacle courses, and combinations that will ensure your kids have tons of fun. Make it a tasty event with a cotton candy, snow cone, or popcorn machine. Air Kids will even deliver it to your home for a nominal fee. Affordable rentals and 20% discount for churches and schools. Call 256-996-1995 and follow Air Kids Inflatable Rentals on Facebook. Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, making your event memorable.
This is the new home of the Fife Red Devils in North Alabama. Fun 92.7 HD2.
Fife returns it courtesy of Jackson Godwin up to about the 33-yard line. Let's check our Rainsville Glass in-game scoreboard. Albertville at last report getting shut out by Huntsville 21-0. Eider going down to West End right now 32-20. Plainview on top of North Jackson. We believe that score has changed 28-18. Sparkman on top of James Clemens on top of Sparkman 31-21 in the 4th quarter. And at last report, Collinsville and Sylvania locked in a tight one 21-13. That was at the half, so that's been a minute. We're having trouble getting some updated scores on that one. Here's a 1st down run up the gut for Ian Patterson. He'll get up to the 36-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Bryce, these next couple of minutes here are absolutely huge as we see more substitutions for Coach Benefield's squad here. This is huge playing opportunities for these young Bucks.
Oh, yeah, these young guys out here right now for these last 2.5 minutes, they're about to have a heck of a time out there. They got the crowd of a senior night. There's nothing that beats it. Could be some of their first time playing on a varsity night, and they probably couldn't be more excited out there right now.
2nd down and 7 with just over 2 minutes left to go in the game. They go Trey Freeze formation flip. Coach Benefield pops the timeout as the play clock hits 0. We will take it with him. Timeout, Fife up 62-21. We'll be back right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network presented by Superior RV.
Elevate your brand with top-notch labels from Alliant Label LLC. A full-service label manufacturer, we offer everything from blank shipping labels to customized solutions. Whether you're a small farmer or a large corporation, we cater to your needs with precision and care. Family-owned and operated with 30 years of industry expertise, Alliant Label excels in delivering large-scale orders promptly and efficiently. Our commitment to quality and customer service means your brand receives the attention it deserves every time. Visit AlliantLabel.com or call 888-673-0707. Alliant Label, making your ideas stick.
From one season to the other, your garage door takes a beating. Hot, cold, wind, rain, plus it's continuously in use. Time for a new garage door or a fix on an old reliable? CCM Garage Doors sells and maintains all makes and models of garage doors. 24-hour on-call service. 3 years parts and labor warranty along with free estimates. CCM Garage Doors is Better Business Bureau accredited. Don't fight the ups and downs of an aging garage door. Call Chris at 256-572-9170. CCM Garage Doors. Online at ccmgaragedoors.com.
Fun 92.7 HD2.
2nd down and 7 after the 5 timeout. We resume action here late in the 4th. Luke Dobbins, the ball carrier, going to get spun around. Flag thrown right at the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard gain from Dobbins. We'll check the flag. This is usually in the area of holding. We could see Fife's first penalty of the night. personal foul.
Chop block.
Chop block against Fife. So indeed it is. The first foul. Only the third penalty flag thrown all night, by the way.
Yeah, good, clean game tonight.
I think by not only the two teams wearing either red and black or purple and white, I think by the crew wearing white and black.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stripes.
Absolutely. They are not the part of this game. They're just letting them play and letting them play fair, too. It's not like there's been a bunch of calls we've been, questioning.
And there's been no miscommunication, I don't think. It's been
pretty clean.
Yeah.
I think Coach Benefield just had a laugh with that side judge, too. He said something to him. The side judge kind of chuckled. Ian Patterson gets yet another carry. He might get a 2-yard gain up to the 25 after all that penalty yardage is marked off. He and indeed he will. This will bring up a third down and extremely long, about 18 to go. They need the 43 with a minute 20 left to go in the ball game. Third down and long coming up. Be a tall task to convert this one. Fake to Ian, and Luke Dobbins will get wrangled up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard or two. It'll be at least a yard loss. Fourth down upcoming. So Whitesburg Christian and Holly Pond, after getting the win last night, will stay locked in a very tight spot for a region, or for a playoff spot, rather. Fourth down upcoming for Fife. They will punt it away with 15 seconds left to go. They have to run the play. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Whitesburg next week also has Geraldine left on the docket before playing Asbury and Sandrock to wrap up the season. Maddox punts it away. Fair catch called for. Has to fall on a loose ball around the 49-yard line. Clock winds out. That will do it. The final tonight, 562, Whitesburg Christian 21, and Fife sends the 5 seniors out on this football squad victorious on their senior night. Huge win for the Fife Red Devils, keeps them unbeaten in region play, and one step closer to potentially a region championship, which will come down to the final 2 weeks of the season for Fife. We'll give you the region standings as they stood coming into tonight when we return for the NACC postgame wrap-up. Final, 62-21. Fife wins it over Whitesburg Christian. We'll be right back. You are listening to Fife Red Devil Football on the Fun Radio Sports Network, presented by Superior RV. Stay with us.
The Clarkson Pennington Law Firm can handle your legal needs.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. We'll be there for you. Everybody needs someone by the side. That's just what we'll do. You can put your trust in us at ClarksonFirm.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Attention football fans, this season don't let slow internet make you miss a single touchdown, tackle, or triumph. With our gigabit fiber internet, you get blazing fast speeds that keep you in the game. Stream every play in crystal clear HD. Blitz through online stats and video chat with fellow fans, all with zero lag. Don't fumble your connection, score big with our unbeatable fiber service. Call FTC and get your gigabit fiber internet just in time for the big game. Stay connected, stay ahead, stay unstoppable. Visit farmerstel.com or call us at 866-638-2144. FTC, we keep you connected.
You need a place to save, just start now. Get a loan for that first house. Caught in the storms of life or just fair weather. You'll be safe. First State Bank will grow together.
First State Bank, locally owned and operated, where we can meet your needs personally and promptly with online banking featuring online bill pay, e-statement, mobile banking, mobile check deposit, debit, and credit cards.
First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Experience the local legend in frozen treats at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice. More than an ordinary stand, it's a Fife tradition, owned by 3 generations of Fife High School alumni who excel in serving smiles. Fully licensed, insured, and equipped with updated health permits. Our 3 trailers bring the party to you. Call 256-717-7239 for any occasion, large or small, from sporting events to family reunions, offering 35 flavors of shaved ice, plus hot chocolate, spice cider, and coffee. Taste the hometown pride at Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice.
Come see Brandon and Cherie Rains at Fife Pharmacy, your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy for all your prescription and over-the-counter needs. Brandon and Cherie grew up in Fife and have served the community for many years. Local people who know and care about you. Fife Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. till noon, and closed on Sundays. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
There's nothing like the sound of rain on a metal roof. JC Metal Roofing provides all types of quality metal roofing for your home or even your barn with the Ag panels. JC Metal Roofing products are snap-lock standing seam. Trust the metal roofing company with over 12 years in business that offers guaranteed work from a licensed and insured professional serving all of North Alabama. Call 256-996-2678 and follow JC Metal Roofing on Facebook for current projects. JC Metal Roofing.
Looking for a career that pays? Northeast Alabama Community College has the training you need with their brand new Workforce Development Skills Training Center and 15 career tech programs, including welding, industrial electronics, and machine tool technology. You'll get the hands-on skills to land a great job fast. Day, night, and online classes fit your schedule, and certificate programs help you start earning sooner. Learn more and begin your future at nacc.edu.
Now it's time for the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Welcome back to the NACC post-game wrap-up presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. On the field standing by, Bryce Tuthrow with the head football coach of the Fife Red Devils, Coach Paul Benefield.
Well, Coach, what do you got to say about your offensive defensive line today, missing Weston Evans out there?
Yeah, we're going to miss Weston, but you know, I thought our guys picked up the slack and really played hard and aggressive tonight, and I'm really proud of them because it's one of those games that, you know, if you get to looking ahead or get to thinking everything's going to be easy, then sometimes it's not. So really proud of our kids for getting this win.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on your defense almost shutting them out today, which they were a passing team, and people know how passing teams are against Fife?
Yeah, we played a little better pass defense tonight. You know, sometimes we covered them, sometimes they dropped it, but overall, well pleased.
All righty. You have a good night, Coach.
Coach Paul Benefield of the Fife Red Devils. I can't believe you asked him a passing defense question.
Well, I was out there at one time, I know.
He probably wants to make you run grass drills for that now.
Hey, can't no more.
Coach Paul Benefield there talking with Bryce Tuthrow, all a part of our Coaches Chat presented by Southern Ceramic Solutions. Protect and elevate your vehicle with Southern Ceramic Solutions. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to Fife Red Devil Football in the NACC postgame wrap-up on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Looking for a career that pays? Northeast Alabama Community College has the training you need with their brand new Workforce Development Skills Training Center and 15 career tech programs, including welding, industrial electronics, and machine tool technology. You'll get the hands-on skills to land a great job fast. Day, night, and online classes fit your schedule, and certificate programs help you start earning sooner. Learn more and begin your future at nacc.edu.
They work hard. They play hard. Liberty Bank is a proud supporter of our local student athletes. For 50 years, Liberty Bank has been your local bank with prompt local decision-making, individualized services, and a team of professionals that's committed to building relationships with every transaction. Whatever your financial needs, remember, Liberty Bank is always on your team. Liberty Bank supports and celebrates the student athletes for their hard work and commitment to teamwork. Let's hear it for all of our student athletes. Good luck on a winning season. Liberty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Morning Glory is a locally owned and operated assisted living residence in Fife, providing exceptional care to those who can no longer live alone or prefer a safe and comfortable environment. We provide medication administration, bathing and dressing, all meals, housekeeping, and personal care assistance. Enjoy our family-style dining room, furnished porches, beauty salon, free cable TV, along with educational, devotional, and recreational activities. Our trained staff is available 24 hours a day. Call 256-623-2626 or visit morninggloryalf.net.
The right logo makes you memorable, the right website makes you credible, and the right marketing makes you profitable. Let Navexa Marketing and Design help bring your vision to life. From stunning website design and eye-catching logos to powerful social media marketing and custom graphic design, we help your business stand out. Call us at 256-440-1145 or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And visit us online at navexamarketing.com. Navexa Marketing and Design, driven by data, defined by design.
Feel better with just one visit to Pennies from Heaven Spa and get started today on your wellness journey with us. We offer deep tissue massages, relaxation and fire cupping, signature facials, chemical peels and hydrofacials, hair removal, injections of both Botox and Juvederm. We customize and personalize your wellness journey. So call us today at Pennies from Heaven Spa, where you come to get away at 256-638-9772 or 256-638-9SPA.
You'll like banking at People's Independent Bank and PIB Mortgage. Here, you'll receive a high level of personal service, a full array of accounts and services, a variety of mortgage loans, local loan decisions, and you will see active corporate citizenship throughout our footprint. Step up to true community banking at People's Independent Bank, PIBonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 466340. Go Red Devils!
Now back to the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Big win tonight, 62-21. The Red Devils win it over Whitesburg Christian. Welcome back to the NACC postgame wrap-up. I'm Adam Ward alongside Greg Mears, and our Ace Auto Sales sideline reporter Bryce Tuthero has joined us in the FTC broadcast booth tonight. Fife getting the big win, huge win on senior night. I want to hit on that just for a moment here, Bryce. What does that do? What does that mean for you guys? You were here a season ago getting a win on your senior night as well. What does it mean for these guys as seniors, to the five of them this year in Draven Posey, Ryder Smith, Parker Kennard, Noah Gwynn, and Connor Hutcherson? What does this mean for those guys, those five guys, to get a win? One of the last times they'll ever play on this field.
Well, I mean, it's a big thing, especially, I mean, just think about, kids, grandkids. It's just something you'll be able to tell your family, like, yeah, we won on our senior night. And more than that, it's just a great feeling. It's your last game out here, and especially with the score 62-21, that's a heck of a score to be getting on senior night. And I bet you they couldn't be more proud, and it just feels amazing to get a win on such an important night, and it's your last time to ever step on this field to play.
One of the last times. It's almost, gosh, Coach, you'll kill me for saying this, but I'm going to say it. We're in media. We can say these things. It's almost a foregone conclusion at this point that it's going to come down to Geraldine and Fife for 1 and 2. The odds are very, very good, if you will, in that Fife will get a first-round home game here in the first week of November. Important also to remember they have a bye week going into that first round, so no matter what the implication ends up being as far as first, second seed, home, away, whatever the case might be, they get the bye week before, which is going to be huge. They don't play on Halloween week, so only a 9-game season. We kind of shudder at that, but I also like the idea of having Halloween night off with my daughter. But that's neither here nor there. But you look at the next 2 weeks, though, Greg. Holly Pond next week on the road. First time Fife has ever played at Holly Pond. The Broncos surprised everybody earlier this year by beating up on Sylvania pretty good. Then they fell to Whitesburg Christian, who lost to Sylvania. So this has been a bit of an up-and-down year for Holly Pond. Going on the road next week. And then, again, that matchup with Geraldine awaits.
Again, just like Coach said in the postgame there, you can't overlook anybody. You can't, get caught looking ahead to Geraldine. One of these teams will sneak up on you if you're not careful. So I'm sure they have them focused. And, again, on the road, pretty good road trip for us, a little bit farther down the road there than what we're used to. So, again, it's one of those things where you got to be ready. It's a region game. You can't look towards the Bulldogs.
Are we going to let the rookie over there pick where we're eating?
Yes, we are.
Part of his rookie hazing? You know that means you got to do research this week, right?
Yeah, Google's got me.
Let me give you some menu options of what we don't eat.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we don't have stats tonight as JJ's not with us. If you would, Bryce, give us a couple of recaps on some of those bigger score and recaps there when we return. I'll give you an opportunity to get that pulled up. That'll help us kind of compensate for those stats a bit. We'll also kind of give you an idea who we think Coach Benefield might pick for our Sonic Drive-In MVPs and get you set for Alabama Crimson Tide football tomorrow morning. We continue with the NACC postgame wrap-up right after this on the Fun Radio Sports Network.
Looking for a career that pays? Northeast Alabama Community College has the training you need with their brand new Workforce Development Skills Training Center and 15 career tech programs, including welding, industrial electronics, and machine tool technology. You'll get the hands-on skills to land a great job fast. Day, night, and online classes fit your schedule, and certificate programs help you start earning sooner. Learn more and begin your future at nacc.edu.
Petals Flower Shop is proud to support Big Red and is owned and operated by Jennifer Ashley. Jennifer takes the time to understand her clients' needs, making every interaction personal and thoughtful. Petals Flower Shop offers a wide selection of beautiful, fresh, and soaked flowers. Daily deliveries available for funerals, weddings, or any special occasion. Call 256-623-2763. Like Petals Flower Shop on Facebook or stop by their new location at 2236 Main Street, Shiloh in Rainsville, right beside W.T. Wilson Funeral Home. Petals Flower Shop, thoughtfully arranged, beautifully delivered.
A cracked windshield isn't just a distraction, it's a hazard. That's why Rainsville Glass, LLC, owned by Josh and Randa Brandon, is here to give you peace of mind. Rainsville Glass handles more than just auto glass. They also offer residential, business, and commercial glass services. From repairing power windows to replacing a cracked window at home to upgrading storefront glass. They do it all with quality you can trust. Call today for a quote at 256-638-7888 or stop by 3204 Main Street East. Rainsville Glass, LLC. Clear solutions for your car, home, or business.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major's striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
Visit Sonic Drive-In in Rainsville at 208 Main Street East.
Realtors you can trust. Realtors that are thankful for you. That's South State Realty. South State Realty can walk buyers through the process, help them get pre-approved, and find their dream home. Let South State Realty do a comparative home analysis to find just the right time to sell. Make your buying or selling process stress-free. Call Ashley, Tina, and the team at South State Realty at 256-638-SOLD. That's 256-638-7653. View homes at southstaterealty.com.
Now back to the NACC postgame wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Hey, welcome back to the NACC postgame wrap-up here at the FTC broadcast booth. Fife, Whitesburg Christian. Fife knocking off the Warriors 62-21 to stay unbeaten in region play. Look at there. Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth still here. I bet you he just went to the locker room. He's right there walking across almost directly in front of us there.
Oh, yep.
But always great to talk with him. I appreciate the Lieutenant Governor, Will Ainsworth, spending a few moments with us. Bryce got our picture taken with him. You going to post that?
Are we gonna I mean,
you already posted it to your Insta, didn't you?
I did. No, I'm joking.
Bryce, give us a couple of rundowns here of some of those scoring drives that were of most impressiveness to you, if you will.
Well, at the beginning of the game, we had two really impressive ones. One was 2 plays, and it only took 54 seconds for a total of 62 yards because Ryder Gibson took it on a run for 62 yards. And then on the second one, it was another 2 plays for a total of 69 yards. Only took 21 seconds, and once again, it was Ryder Gibson on a run for 45 yards to score the touchdown. And then shockingly, we got a pass today, a big one too. One play only took 11 seconds, and it was a pass from Maddox Doss to Cooper Harrison for 70 yards. And then we got one more impressive one from Ryder Smith. It was 3 plays for a total of 1:10 and 68 yards, and then Ryder Smith ran it in for 38 for a touchdown.
Don't you tell Coach Benefield you're surprised by that.
Well, it is.
All right, let's take one more quick look at our Rainsville Glass LLC in-game scoreboard. Many of these games are going final. Remind you to stay with us on Fun 92.7 as we'll have the post-game Pulse presented by Playwell Performance following us. Give you just a few quick finals, especially one we're looking for, Class 3A Region 8, a game that does have some significant weight to it. We have an update. I don't know if this is final yet, but Collinsville leading Sylvania 28-26 in the fourth quarter. Wow. That game's been very hard to get tonight for some reason. They're just up the road, but that one's at Donnybrook. It has gone final at Plainview. The Bears stay unbeaten and off to their best start since the mid-'90s. They upend North Jackson 35-24 to defeat the Chiefs there and set up a winner-take-all for the Madison Academy game next week, which, by the way, Greg, you and I were talking about in the break. That was a game last year where winner got into the playoffs, and now a difference a year makes it's a winner-take-all first-place game.
Yeah, and that should be a good one right now. Plainview's playing some really good football right now. Jeremy Pruitt's got that defense flying around, and they can run the ball really, really well. So good offensive line up there.
I'm going to say Scottsboro's ticked off after their performance last week against the Brewer Patriots because they are waylaying Guntersville right now, 31-13.
You know, just like we talked about, are you looking ahead? And I'm just wondering if they were looking ahead, peeking around Brewer and taking a look at Guntersville and got caught.
Fort Payne up by 10 on Gadsden City. I believe this would only be the second win, maybe the third win ever for Fort Payne over Gadsden City. 27-17 right now. That game late in the fourth if it hasn't already gone final. And Fairview knocking around Priceville 28-9 right now. And just trying to get a couple more. The streak will go to 98 games as Columbia falls tonight 37-0 to Coleman. Geraldine big tonight over Brindley Mountain, 63-0. I know that hurts our hearts there. Our good friend Coach Pittman over there at Brindley Mountain there, Bryce. Austin triples up Bob Jones, 24-7. And it was Boaz getting the win over Brewer in what ended up being a heck of a ball game, 23-19 there in that ball game between Boaz and Brewer. We will take one final break. When we come back, we'll give you what to look for tomorrow as well as next week on Fun Radio. Stay with us for just a few more moments. The postgame Pulse is on its way right here on Fun Radio right after this one more timeout presented by Northeast Alabama Community College.
Looking for a career that pays? Northeast Alabama Community College has the training you need with their brand new Workforce Development Skills Training Center and 15 career tech programs, including welding, industrial electronics, and machine tool technology. You'll get the hands-on skills to land a great job fast. Day, night, and online classes fit your schedule, and certificate programs help you start earning sooner. Learn more and begin your future at nacc.edu.
Ready to lose weight and feel great? The Diet Consultants in Fort Payne are here and ready to help. Owner Russell Hutcherson, CRNP, helps patients achieve their weight loss goals with weight loss medications and nutrition planning catered specifically to each patient with no consultation fees. Visit us at 1600 Galt Avenue South or call 256-426-3693 to schedule your appointment today and receive a new patient discount. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. The Diet Consultants. Your success is our priority.
Looking to clear land, prep a site, or lay the groundwork for your next big project? Collins Constructors brings the muscle, the machines, and the mindset to get it done right. From excavation and grading to forestry, mulching, and underground utilities, we dig deep so you don't have to. Whether it's small residential jobs to large-scale commercial projects, when you're ready to break ground, don't just hire anyone. Visit collinsconstructors.com or call 256-440-0386. Collins Constructors, proudly built on faith. Dig deep. Build better.
It takes personal commitment to build a winning football team like the Fife Red Devils. The same personal commitment you'll experience with W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel in Rainsville. A personal commitment to provide you with the care you expect and deserve. A personal commitment to provide affordable funeral services. More than just words, it's a personal commitment from W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Highway 75, Rainsville. Congratulations, Red Devils. Your personal commitment has made us proud.
For 3 generations, Watkins Heating and Cooling has been your trusted name in HVAC service. Proudly serving Jackson and DeKalb counties since 1987, we offer extensive residential and commercial heating and cooling solutions. Our team at Watkins Heating and Cooling is dedicated to your comfort and satisfaction. We're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call us today at 256-657-2371 or visit WatkinsHeatingandCoolingLLC.com. Watkins Heating and Cooling LLC, where quality service runs in the family. Alabama license number 21097.
In DeKalb County, your voice matters. Stay connected with Voice of DeKalb, where we celebrate your stories and keep you connected to the community. From local news to high school sports and events, Voice of DeKalb reports only the good news because that's what we need in today's time. Have breaking or exciting news, or maybe a feel-good story to share with your hometown? Tell us about it at voiceofdecab.com or email Marla at voiceofdecab.com. Call us at 256-605-4427. Your voice, your stories, your DeKalb.
When you're ready to protect and elevate your vehicle's appearance, look no further than Southern Ceramic Solutions. As the only certified System X ceramic installer in Northeast Alabama, we offer industry-leading ceramic coatings for unbeatable protection and a stunning finish. Our services include complete interior and exterior detailing, paint enhancement and correction, headlight restorations, and more. Whether you need a one-time service or our monthly maintenance program, our licensed and insured family-owned business is here for you at 1595 Main Street in Fife. Call 256-440-1524 quote today or visit SouthernCeramicSolutions.com.
Now back to the NACC post-game wrap-up on Fun Radio. Fun 92.7 HD2. Presented by Northeast Alabama Community College. Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
performance tonight, no matter who you're playing, with a line that's been reshuffled that much. Again, they didn't just plug one person in. They had to move everybody around. An excellent point with the snaps, because, no, there wasn't a bad snap. And that's haunted us from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I think I missed hitting the button there. I apologize. But we're basically saying either Ryder Gibson, Ethan Hill on offense or defense going to Bryson Green. Correct, Bryce?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. That's going to do it for us here at Paul Benefield Stadium. The final tonight, 62-21. Fife wins it over Whitesburg Christian. Tomorrow, Alabama Crimson Tide football, 8 a.m. with a pregame show, kickoff at 11 against Missouri. And then, of course, next Friday night, ARAB returns to the airwaves. ARAB and Scottsboro right here on 92.7 FM HD1. That pregame show underway at 6, kickoff at 7 as well. Fife will head to Holly Pond. We'll have that on the HD2 side of things. For Bryce Tuthero and Greg Mears, I'm Adam Ward saying so long, everyone. We thank you for tuning in. This has been Fife Football, a presentation of the Fun Media Group Sports Network. May God bless each and every one of you. And as always, go Big Red.
You have been listening to Fife Red Devil Football on Fun 92.7 HD2. Brought to you by
Collins Constructors, the Clarkson Pennington Law Firm, Watkins Heating and Cooling, the W.T. Wilson Funeral Chapel, Voice of DeKalb, the Town of Fife, and Mayor Paul Cagle, Southern Ceramic Solutions, First State Bank, Navexa Marketing and Design, 50 Taters, ABC Accounting Services, CCM Garage Doors, Congressman Robert Adderholt, Farmers Telecommunications Cooperative, Sonic Drive-In, The Diet Consultants, Fife Pharmacy, Alliant Label, JC Metal Roofing, Liberty Bank, South State Realty, Ace Auto Sales, Air Kids Inflatable Rentals, Applebee's Restaurant in Fort Payne, Froggy Freeze Shaved Ice, Morning Glory Meadows Assisted Living, Northeast Alabama Community College, Pennies from Heaven Spa, Rainsville Auto Glass, North Alabama Trophies Rainsville, People's Independent Bank, and by Petal's Flower Shop.
Fife Red Devil Football. Online at fun927.com. On the Red Devil Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels. And on air on Fun 92.7 HD2.